Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Behind the Peel. And now, without further ado, here's your host, the Banana Man himself, the Bananiel. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. So happy to have you guys here. Yes, everybody, calm your applause. I am so happy to have you guys here. So without further ado, why don't we start getting down to business, shall we? Welcome to Behind the Peel. Today we have a very special guest. This is someone I got introduced to through the wonderful Ishi Tanuki. She is a very talented individual, very multifaceted, an artist, a cosplayer, a VTuber, an IRL streamer, a singer, all of the above. So multi-talented and so multifaceted. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome to the stream Miss Kira Cat. Miss Cat, are you there?
Hello.
You hear that, guys? There she is, Miss Kira Cat herself. Yes, an all-around great gal indeed. So happy to have you here.
Is I. Hello. It is so nice to meet everyone. I'm so glad to be here today. Hello.
Yes, so this is Kira Cat. She is a VTuber I met through the wonderful Ishi Tanuki, a mutual friend of ours. And if you haven't checked out Kira yet, please consider going to do so. In the chat, you can see all of her socials there: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So first of all, welcome to the show. Do you want to give yourself a little introduction? Tell people what you're about and who you are?
Alrighty, thank you so much, Bananiel. So I'm Kira Cat. I'm an illustrator and animator for games and content creators for 7 years now. I'm also part of the idol group called Seishun Kakome, 100% Maho Shoujo, part-time VTuber, and real-life idol from the Philippines. Yay!
Woo!
Oh.
I got the applause tracks on deck just for it. Hey, thank you for the follow, Rap Pap. By the way, guys, I do want to clarify something real quick. As far as channel point redemptions go, feel free to redeem them, but if they are delayed, it's because I'm interviewing someone and I'm a professional, by gummit. So yes, welcome to the show. This is actually only the second episode of this series. You actually caught the first one with Randon, and I am so excited to have you on the show. You are a content creator I've wanted to show my audience for a while now, so I am honored that you said yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, watching Brandon's interview last week was like, whoa! It was so funny, and I loved it so much. So I'm glad that you wanted to have me here on your show. Yay!
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So why don't we get started with some information about you? So obviously you listed a whole heap load of stuff you've done. I'd say one of the things I definitely want to talk about is that idol group you're part of. I've definitely seen idol groups. It's a huge movement, especially in Japan, and it's getting more and more popular in other places. How did that get started?
All right, so Seishun Kakome is basically an indie idol group here in the Philippines. We are mostly a performance group, so we've done like covers of stuff like from anime and other idol groups, songs and dances. And actually, my idol group is probably it's like a decade old right now. But I wasn't one of the founding members at first. I joined them like halfway through, like around 2015. So I guess I'm kind of like one of the newer members. But then it's basically the concept is like it's a group of friends that wanted to have fun and perform for everybody.
Absolutely.
Seishun Kakome means like girls revolution, so that's kind of like our concept theme. So and here you can see
I was gonna say, and to clarify, in that picture you're top middle, right?
I'm top right.
Top right. Oh yeah, yes, top right.
Top right.
Yeah, top right.
So at any given time, we do have like fluctuating members. Mm-hmm. So like we have like for this performance we had like 6 members because we entered a competition and we couldn't add the rest of our members, and we did win that competition, and I think I did give you a clip of that said competition.
Yes, you did actually. I believe we have that clip on deck. So ladies and gentlemen, sit tight, relax. We're about to get a little bit of a not a preview so much as a literal view of the, Seishun Kakome. Did I say that right? Okay, yes. We are going to be seeing them in action. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a wonderful performance. Well, that was an absolutely stellar performance. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, oh my god, hello. And I'm so
Yes,
glad
welcome,
that
Raiders.
you guys got to watch it.
Yes,
Hello, Raiders.
Sparrow and
hello.
friends, thank you so much for popping in. We are just getting this interview show started, actually. You know what? Since they just joined, why don't you give your little spiel again? Just let people know who you are and what you do.
Hey, you guys. My name is Kira Cat, artist, animator, idol, cosplayer, and many more. You're a giant weeaboo of sorts. So yeah, hi.
Yes, well, welcome to the stream, guys. We are interviewing the wonderful, the multi-talented Kira Cat. She is an absolutely splendid content creator that I've had the pleasure of knowing for a little bit now, and I'm so happy to have her on the show today. Kira, that was great. Was that in the PI? I don't know. Was it?
No.
It was
but
not.
Yeah, no.
Or it was.
So like just some context on this performance. That was inspired by Revue Starlight's musical theater. So what happens nowadays is like there are a lot of anime series that get their own like theater counterparts.
Yes.
So this is kind of one of those franchises, and it's a very lovely thing where it's kind of like a magical girl show of sorts where they kind of fight with weapons and sing with weapons. So it's kind of like what we entered into the contest, yeah. And so we did win that competition. That was back in 2019, and since we won the competition, yeah, we got to perform on the main stage concert of the biggest anime event here in the Philippines called Cosmania.
Wow.
Cosplay Mania. And yeah, and so we got to open for big groups like Myth and Roid. They've sung openings for like ReZero and that sort of, and Overlord, yeah, and also for Yasutaka Nakata, who is the producer of Carry Pamyu Pamyu and this group called Perfume. So that was kind of really one of the bigger highlights.
Yeah.
It is.
That is absolutely amazing.
Really wild. Yeah, it's super wild, yo.
Well, Raiders, you done raided me, so I have to do my due diligence. As per usual request, I will now regale you with a bit of opera. Thank you so much for choosing my stream to raid. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a little bit of singing. Your singing inspired me. Now I have to sing. You're far too wonderful. Here we go, guys. Here, I'll give you this guy. Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure principessa, nella tua fredda stanza guardi le stelle, c'è tramono di amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il nome mio nessun saprà, no, sulla tua bocca lo dirò quando la luce splenderà ed il mio bacio scioglierà il silenzio che ti famiglia. Welcome, Sparrow and friends. So happy to have you here for the raid. Let's bring this song home in epic fashion, shall we? Oh, thanks, Sassy Bassy. Here we go, guys. Dilli quando te tramontate stelle, tramontate stelle, all'alba vincerò, vincerò,
Man, that's great. That's great. Like, I mean, you were a phenomenal singer, honestly. Like, I'm always wowed by your performance.
It takes
as well.
one to know one, okay?
Definitely.
Welcome,
I mean,
Raiders.
like, can we speak a little bit about like singing as well? Maybe. Oh, yo, just for hi.
Now there's a
everybody,
voice that
welcome
could
to
sing
Phoenix.
One Winged Angel.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're just gonna do it together. Sexy Rose. Yeah, actually, there was a version I was singing on stream. I swear, I am not crazy. Back in the Wayback Machine, probably like maybe around like 2007-ish or something. On the board A, they got like an actual choir to do like a
Sexy
spoof
Ross?
of the one. Yeah, exactly. I know,
That's
no.
awesome.
It's like, do you remember that? Because it's like, I'm the only one that remembers that because it goes like, he's got a sexy ass, it's so flat, super flat. He's got a sexy ass, got it waxed, super waxed, sexy Ross. Chicken-a-doo, great ass.
That's
cheek.
hilarious. I don't think I've ever heard that version, but now I wish I had.
I know. It's like now I'm trying to look for it on the internet, and I'm trying to like. I even asked other guys, "Do you remember this?" And like, nobody replied
Nobody
to me.
remembers
So it's like maybe
It may have just been a
maybe I'm
fever
the
dream you
only
had by
one.
yourself. Yeah.
Oh man. But
okay,
yeah, no.
so-
Yeah. Have you had like classical training? Because I actually haven't.
Not
like,
really.
yeah.
The closest thing to classical training I've had was I did high school choir. Otherwise, it's just me.
Yeah. Oh, same. Because it's like in grade school. So a little bit about like my singing and
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
performance background. And yeah, and so in grade school I was part of like choir club, and then like I've always loved singing. I've been singing ever since I was a little girl. Like ever since my mom could put the mic in my hand, I would just kind of sing all the darn time. And at birthday parties, at baptismals, at other people's events, and so. I mean, I wish I had more formal training because my parents were always like, no, you got to do school first. Like, you can do it for like a summer, but then you have to keep doing school,
Absolutely.
that sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I've always been a frustrated theater kid. So like last year, I
Big mood.
fucking like at the age of like what 28, I finally had my first musical theater class in proper. So
amazing.
it was I took it for a month. It was with a theater company here called Atlantis Theater Productions.
Okay.
And they are the current theater production that I believe Lea Salonga is in. So Lea
wow.
Salonga did Sweeney Todd here locally in the Philippines. Yeah, with that production company. And I was so awestruck that I got to just be mentored by these people that work with Lea Salonga and like really phenomenally like awesome like theater people. And I was just melting. Like it gave me like the newfound confidence to pursue music again more seriously. Like I want to be able to do more music content on my YouTube because I'd never been super confident about myself, especially in recording, but I finally found like that drive to be able to. Like there is nothing more that I love than performing. Like it's not even just like singing and dancing as well,
Just performing in
but
general.
also like like voice acting as well. Like I
Absolutely.
did also try taking acting class, so that's something that I really do want to pursue. Because like one of the things in life that I will never back down on is like I don't believe that you can be too old to pursue your dreams. Like this
Absolutely.
is kind of
I
why
100%
I'm here.
agree.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, so I mean, just full disclosure to everybody, I'm like very confident about like talking about myself in a way that's like, guys, I'm 29. I have a kid who's like 4 years old.
An adorable little
Nothing
potato.
in this yes, an adorable little potato, as we would like to call him. And nothing in this world can stop you from doing what you want. Like you can put a little bit of time into it. You can put like maybe even like 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day into it, and
Absolutely.
that's already something.
There's only
Yeah,
one
yeah.
time when it's too late to follow your dreams, and it's when you're dead. So if you're still kicking, you can still follow
Exactly.
your dreams.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Sumia. Hello.
And actually, on that topic of being very open about yourself in that regards, I like me, you two do both VTubing and IRL content. Is there a reason behind that? Like, is there a reason you didn't just choose one over the other?
It's because like there are certain things that I can do as a VTuber, and there are certain things that I can do exclusively as like myself IRL, like cosplay, or like just as a frustrated musical theater kid. There's always that aspect.
You
where
must
want
perform.
to
You must be
I
there.
must perform.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why
Yeah,
my
I haven't
karaoke
done-
streams, I always make sure I'm live because I do things with my body and face that my model
Exactly.
cannot do.
Oh my god, yes! And like that's something that I'm limited by with my VTubing technology is that I can't be as expressive as I want, and I
Yeah.
talk with my hands all the darn time, like all the goddamn time. I'm
Preaching to
just
the
like,
choir.
yeah, like I try to make like really big movements and stuff like with my hands.
And
but
it's really
I
hard to
can't.
convey that
I
with a VTubing avatar. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, Big Daddy Dreamer says, Kira, I'm 52 and pursuing my
Yes.
dream right now. You have an excellent mindset. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
we're in
More
the
power
process of creating a children's show and children's media.
Wow.
Actually, I have been meaning to send that to you. Can someone do the exclamation
Oh.
DD in chat, please? Actually, I guess I can.
Thank
just
you,
do
thank
it.
you. I will look over it. Actually.
Yeah, it's an animated series we put together. I do a lot of the voice acting on it. I even did some of the musical composition. So it's super
Oh,
cool.
I would-
Very wholesome. In
I
fact,
would
your little one would probably
support
adore it.
this. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes. My potato would love it. Like.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Would love it. All of this stuff.
But yeah,
I'm so hyped.
yeah, I completely agree, and actually, that's a lot. When people ask me why I do both, it's pretty much the exact same reason. There are just some things I can't do as a VTuber that I need to be a real boy for, you know. So yeah, I completely
exactly.
understand and respect that. Now, as far as VTubing is concerned, what was your first exposure to VTubing?
Oh my gosh. So I feel like I'm kind of a minority here on the fact that I don't have any big reasons why I ended up being a VTuber. Like quite literally, my best friend / wife, Ishi Tanuki, who did my model actually.
Shout out to Ishi
wonderful
Tanuki.
gal. Shout out to Ishi Tanuki. She's a phenomenal content creator, VTuber, game designer, and everything else. Like just so hardworking and passionate. And she actually was the one that wrote into the VTubing scene. Like, she showed me all of these like cool VTubers and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like I had a light interest in VTubers, especially since like I come from the Utaite or the Utaite community, the YouTube we call it Yattemita.
Okay.
Yattemita means like I tried to do something. So it's either odottemita, like I tried to dance, or utattemita, or I tried to sing.
Oh.
And so like I feel like VTubing kind of comes from a really interesting place on the internet where people who enjoyed Vocaloid and
Anime
people who do anime and song covers and stuff like that and have their own OTs kind of like converge together into like one super mega community of like amazing content creators. Like there's so many people that inspired me on YouTube and the internet. Like for example, Nyanners had their first
wonderful.
like fucking concert.
Yes.
Yeah, with Kizuna
Ai, which
oh
is
my God,
absolutely
that was
amazing.
phenomenal.
I mean, just for starters, I
Yeah.
mean, for those of you that don't know who Kizuna Ai is, Kizuna Ai was pretty much like probably the first mainstream VTuber before VTubing was even really a thing.
Yeah, exactly. She
and
started everything.
yeah, really kind of the pinnacle of what VTubing was at the time, and sort of the godfather, if you will, of the modern VTubing scene. So I was so happy to see Nanners, who is a little newer on the scene. Yeah, you come into my VTubing world on the day of my VTubing wedding. But yeah, it was
exactly what I thought. Oh my God.
it's super awesome that she got the chance to perform with Kizuna Ai, and it's a really big step forward in I'd say the VTubing community to see. It's like when you see a crossover you never thought would happen. It's an incredible thing, you know. Hey, thanks for the alert, Granny Banny. Hey, Dan, pretty cat, good to see you.
Like, as for like my favorite VTubers currently, like I really like Suisse.
Suisse is wonderful.
Hi,
Hi, honey.
Yeah, I
Yes.
love her voice.
Can we get a hi, honey? Can we
other-
get a hi, honey, real quick?
Hi. Hi, honey.
For those of you who haven't seen that viral clip,
Yeah, you could go like, hi, honey, or you could go like, hi, honey.
voice acting, ladies and gentlemen. It's all how you say it.
acting.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
guys no, not the hi, honey. Yes, the virus has infected us too.
Exactly. So it's like for other VTubers that I like, I also like at first I really like Ina, like Hollow En.
Yes.
But then I have mad fucking respect for Calliope Mori.
Oh
Holy
man, her rapping skills are next goddamn level.
Yeah.
She's an incredible content creator. Absolutely. Hey, thanks for the raid, Kevin Mation.
Videos.
Yes.
Oh, yo, Kevin Mation. Hi, welcome.
Welcome, Kevin Mation. So happy to have you here. All right, I guess I gotta sing something else.
I mean, you already did Nasundorna. So
Yeah, so I have one other opera song I can do, and actually, this will be a perfect little segue here. I'll sing La Donne Mobile, which is another Italian opera, and then after that, since you are such a talented and wonderful singer, I would actually love it if you would be willing to share with us a performance.
Oh yeah, definitely. Actually, I was gonna shoot you a shot and say like, do you want to do like Phantom of the Opera? But then no.
Ooh, oh, you know what? Yes, I absolutely will.
Think of me. Think of me is nice.
Oh, think of me?
as a song.
That one is probably a little out of my range, unfortunately. But how about Music of the Night?
It's okay. Oh yeah, Music of the Night is beautiful.
Right here.
You should totally do that.
Yes,
I absolutely adore that track.
For everyone that just showed up, sit back, relax, and get ready for some music.
Of the night.
Of the night, yeah. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar, and you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness that you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start to journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night. Thank you for the raid, Kevimation. It means the world to me that you bring your community to my neck of the woods. Let's bring this song to its epic conclusion, shall we? And the only way a banana knows how, being a banana.
It's very appealing.
Oh. Here we go. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, no. I wish this was like a live interview, because then like you would have seen me do all of these like weird acting movements. I absolutely adore Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, me too. It's probably my all-time favorite musical.
Yeah. Oh, I'm like one of my favorite performances of Phantom of the Opera was actually the one that they had like, so I like Ramin I can't pronounce his last name, so I'm so sorry. But yeah, that one that they had at the Royal Albert Hall, I think
Oh,
for
yes.
yes. I love Sarah. I love Sarah as Christine.
Sarah Brightman is oh god, she is a goddess of the voice. Thank you for the bits, guys.
Yeah.
So much appreciated. And I can teach you how to hold that note eventually, IRL. It's just gonna take some time. Get it? Because it's a long note. But yeah, the performance that always sticks out to me, and it's actually really funny. The first time I heard the last verse of the Phantom of the Opera song that Christine and the Phantom sing, the "Sing Once Again with Me," the last line is the "In all your fantasies, you always knew." The first time I heard that line, it was Antonio Banderas singing it with Sarah Brightman. So because of that, whenever I sing that song, whenever I sing that song and I get to that part, I naturally sing it with a Spanish flair. So I'll be like, "In all your fantasies, you always knew," and I'll sing it like that.
So
it's just
good.
like it was so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, a shout out for Kira Kira Cat.
Oh, wow, thank you for the shout out. But yeah, the ones that I really loved was Sierra Bog. Sorry, Sarah. I meant Sierra and Ramin Karimlu. There you go.
Yes.
They were my favorite pair of Phantom and Christine Dai. Oh my god, the I've never seen there's another play, right? For Phantom. Like it's like sort of like the prologue or like
I'm pretty sure there's like a sequel or prequel to the show that I've never seen myself actually. It's a sequel? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh man, I rarely get to talk about. I'm like a big weeaboo, and most of my community is like a big weeaboo. And recently, though, some people have been like asking me to do more musicals, and it's like I'm very thankful that they really appreciate how I do stuff. Like, I mean, apart from like just Disney songs, because actually I do also event hosting as well in my country for like anime conventions. But also another gig that I really like is we get to dress up as like Disney princesses or like other cartoon characters.
So cool.
It's called party princessing.
Oh yeah.
So like
we have that here. Yeah.
It's with all the So here in the Philippines we have something called Clowning Around Manila, and you get to be a party princess, and you get to like entertain kids and perform and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just small play dates, but then other times it's also like really big
get-togethers and parties. That's so cool.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like that's kind of one of the most amazing things. Is like I have a lot of these hobbies like cosplaying and voice acting, and they turn into like actual gigs. Like I do believe like I sent you some like
I have some of the cosplay photos here. If you don't mind me showing them off a little bit.
Yeah, you can show them off, and I can talk to them about them a little bit.
So like first one up, Ochaku Uraraka. Yeah, from My Hero Academia.
Yeah, Boku no Hero Academia. Just kind of voice acting with the cosplay. So yeah, this is Ochako, and she's my favorite from My Hero, and I just can like usually when I cosplay a character, I really feel for them like personality wise, energy wise in general. Yeah, I always go for kind of like the really Genki girl type of character. But then like Ochako's story really touched me because she's like she works hard for her family and everything. That's why so that I feel that, especially like as like the eldest sibling and stuff like that. Like I totally feel that.
That's ingrained in your DNA.
Exactly. Like I've been cosplaying since 2007, so it's been way more than a decade at this
Hey, but
Like,
what a
oh my
decade,
God.
right?
I know.
Yeah, actually, we
Like,
have
I
another one here.
oh man,
Armin from Attack on Titan.
Armin, Erenga, Erenga,
Yeah.
Eren, I'm just kind of fucking
Or whatever else. Yeah, classic Armin stuff. Obviously a wonderful cosplay. I
yeah.
always,
Thank you, thank
I
you.
always don't. I like in my head when I look at cosplays like this, I'm like, oh wow, the eyes are so great. I'm like, oh yeah, there's probably contacts involved. Like, I don't think people could just change their eye colors at will, which would be really freaking cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, have you ever worn contact lenses? They're actually
Yes.
really uncomfortable.
They are
at
so
first,
uncomfortable.
so-
I did a cosplay of Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat, and he has those white milky eyes, and I wore the milky eye contacts, and
You can't see
it's
through
so
those.
hard
You
to
can't
see. No, it's so hard. It's so hard to see.
Oh my God. Sometimes I cosplay on stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes I have a really hard time reading the comments on my Streamlabs and like drawing because I have contact lenses on, but then like I'm doing it for
Yeah.
like, just
I tried playing a
performance
game
wise.
like that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I can't play
Oh.
games like that.
Oh, I have a story for you. The first time I ever played a game on stream was I was playing Nier Automata because I really loved the game. Also, hey, check out Nier Replicant. It's out right now.
Yeah,
it's
I
actually
heard. I heard. It seems
check it
pretty
out, it's
cool.
great. Yeah, so I cosplayed 2B on stream for like 3 consecutive weekends.
Hey.
And I couldn't see through the contact lenses. The hair was so long. Oh yeah, this one's like
oh yeah, this guy
Rika.
right here. Yeah.
Rika from Gridman. That was a good
Yes.
show. Oh man, like I used to love I actually secretly love mecha series.
Oh yeah.
One of like a lot of my prior partners have liked mecha anime, so I just kind of like by osmosis.
Yeah,
just
you developed a
like
taste for it.
anime. Yeah, exactly. And Rika or like a Gridman as an anime kind of really feels like it signals back to a lot of old school
It really does.
mecha anime. It felt so good, like stuff like Ultraman or even like maybe like Sentai shows or something like that. It just
Yeah, it really
just hit
it
that
had
right-
that classic Power Rangers feel.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
must be a weeaboo boomer or something, but yeah.
Hey man, I love Sentai shows. I loved Gridman too. I thought it was an absolutely wonderful show. Definitely hit a lot of those notes I look for in a mecha anime. That's for sure.
Yeah, actually, one of the really big cartoons that me and my friends really enjoyed was like I think Big Hero 6.
Oh, Big Hero 6 is
And
wonderful.
I think I gave you like a cosplay photo for that too. And like
yeah.
it's signed to a lot of like nerdy anime stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Like as a Disney movie, and it was amazing. I cosplayed Aunt Cass with my friends Jin behind Infinity, who was an astoundingly on point hero
Yes.
from Big Hero 6. And
Here you go,
oh my
guys.
god, like they just look like the
They look
character,
exactly like
one,
them,
one
like-
for one ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not even the look of Jin, but their mannerisms, the way they move their mouth and animation. It's like somebody found Jin and turned them
Yeah,
into a cartoon
exactly.
character. Yeah. Oh, Jin was invited at the cosplay convention. Yes, in LA for like they were telling me about stories about like how they went to Disneyland, but then you're
Oh.
not allowed to like outright cosplay things
Yeah, no, you can't.
in Disneyland, so they had to kind of like dress down sort of
Yeah,
hero
they have
style type of-
I can't remember what it's called, but there's a specific type of cosplay that you can do at Disneyland. God, what is it called? Cray Daisy, you're in chat, and you're the one that showed me
There's a
those
specific
videos.
name for
Yeah, it has a
really?
name.
I didn't know that. Oh, I mean, unless you're like a little kid or something. I know little kids are allowed.
Oh, yeah.
Then
But
then
yeah,
like like, all these cosplayers just gonna turn up at Disneyland to do shoots and then like
Exactly.
show up the cast members.
yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why they wanted to make sure that people knew who worked there and who didn't, more or less.
Yeah. A lot of the time they do hold auditions here in the Philippines for like places like Disneyland Hong Kong and stuff like that. But then I don't know if I could ever be like a Disneyland princess. I'm fucking short. They have like height requirements
do,
for that.
yeah.
So,
I
the
actually-
only thing I qualify for is a fairy.
I auditioned for some stuff at Disneyland for Disneyland,
Wow.
like when I was like 19. But
Oh,
I was pretty much way too tall to be any of the characters. The only characters I could be were like the sheriff of Nottingham, and he's not really used ever. So, Banana Man, this may be cheesy, but I think you're great. Ah ha ha ha. Good one, Derp. But
Keep going.
So my pinnacle of auditioning for Disney stuff was I got accepted for an audition for the Genie to be in part of the Aladdin show at Disneyland, and then they canceled the Aladdin show before I ever got the chance to. Yeah,
That's
Which was unfortunate. Disney bound. Thank you. Yeah, it's called Disney bound. That's what. Yeah, yeah. It's the acceptable cosplay at Disney. It's like creative interpretations of the Disney characters.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
that's cool.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Frog and Toad. Welcome to the Banana Bunch.
Hi.
But yeah, so on the subject of Disney and that sort of thing, voice acting comes to mind. I know I'm trying to get bigger and stronger into the world of voice acting. You have a bit of experience in this field, do you not?
Yeah, I do. So I started. I've always loved to act and stuff like that, but I never really thought about voice acting as a thing until like later on, like when you have like people on the internet trying to do like comic readings or like stuff like that.
Mhm.
When you do a bridge series, oh my god,
Oh,
everybody
God.
was fucking doing an abridged series.
I was actually I was in an
you-
abridged Talia series. I was the voice of France.
What?
Yes.
Excuse me, really?
Yeah.
I fucking that was kind of my first foray into it. I was China, like
Oh,
I
how
would kinda
funny.
talk like this, Aru, and then like Hitalia big again, Aru.
Yeah,
So
I was-
it make China happy. It make China happy.
I was France in America. So when I was France, I was like, "Come here, Germany! I want to see that little butt," and it was it was so much fun. So yeah, absolutely, the abridged era brought a lot of voice actors to light.
Yeah. Hitalia definitely during that era. I tried my foray into voice acting. Actually, if you look at my really old YouTube channel, I still have like readings of like Hitalia comics
Oh, that's
there
amazing.
in English. It's so cringy.
Yeah,
I love
actually,
it. But yeah, no.
speaking of voice acting,
Hitalia, just
go ahead.
yeah. So like just a quick segue.
Mm-hmm.
So like for the Hitalia fandom, there was actually something really important that I was part of. So like back in the way back when Hitalia was still starting out to be a big thing, me and my friends were like, hey, you know what? What if we had like a Hitalia Day at United Nations Day type of thing? And that's kind of how Hitalia Day became a thing actually. Like all of our friends were like on live journal, like, hey, let's do a Hitalia Day. Let's like organize like groups like locally.
Oh yeah,
all
for
over
those
the
of you that
world
don't
to
know,
celebrate.
Hitalia
Yo.
is an anime in which the countries are represented by high schoolers, basically. And like conflicts between countries is represented by conflict between teenagers and stuff. And it's very funny. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't watched Hitalia.
Yeah, it's great, and it's the manga is amazing. 'Cause
Oh,
you
absolutely.
get, like tidbits and trivia about like different countries.
Yeah, and
stuff like
they
that.
really
And
really does
actually,
teach you about history, which is awesome.
yeah, like after fucking 10 years, finally we have a Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, everybody in my like, so I'm one of the admins and moderators at Italia Philippines, and all of my kids and my grandkids and my great grandkids are going crazy. That's kind of how I call them, They're all going gaga over like, oh, we have a Philippines, right? Let's go. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, back into voice acting.
Yeah,
by the way.
I actually
So,
I have a clip here, and I want to talk about the clip for a second because I saw this clip years ago. I was sitting in my media room when I lived in Irvine, and I was sitting there at like 19 years old, and I was scrolling through stuff. I had just caught on to Gravity Falls. A friend introduced it to me, and so I dug the show. I loved I've cosplayed Grunkle Stan.
God, really?
Yeah, we had a whole crew together. I was Grunkle Stan. One of my best friends was Stanford. We had a Seuss and we had a Dipper. It was so much fun. But
Precious.
I had seen this animation years ago. Then fast forward to now when I actually meet Kira and she tells me she's done voice acting stuff. And she said, yeah, I voice acted in a couple things, including this clip. It was sort of, wow, no way. Seriously? This clip? Okay. So I'm going to show that clip off right now if you're cool with that.
Yeah, please do.
Excellente.
I can give context on it after.
Yes. Is this it? Nope. Wait, did I? I'll just do this. We're good.
Just bring it up on YouTube.
There we go. Boom. There it is, guys. All right. Hey, Pappy Fubar. Good to see you, buddy. All right, here we go.
Hey, Mabel?
Yeah?
How? Well,
What?
do you think we'll always be like this?
What are you talking about?
I mean, it's always fun being with you. We play, we do stupid stuff, we go on adventures. But But will it last forever? And do I want it to last forever?
Hmm?
Eventually, you'll have a family of your own. The same for me. You know, move on. Marriage, jobs, kids, all that stuff.
Grown-up stuff, yeah. So what's the problem there?
It's just that when that time comes, we won't be this close anymore. I like this life, and I'm not sure if I want.
Shh. You worry too much, Dipper. Think about it. We both have friends, and we spend time with them. We even fall in love with the people we like. I mean, relationships are huge commitments. But here we are, still close as always. Of course we'll always be together, silly! We're twins! And not just any twins! We're Mabel and Dipper Pines, the mystery twins! So, why are you so worried anyway?
I have friends all over the place. But you're the only best friend I got. I'm scared of losing you.
Silly.
Quite an emotionally charged clip, wouldn't you say?
Makes me cry every time. But yeah, no, so like just for context, so this was a Gravity Falls fan animation by Mike Inell, who is a very good friend of mine. This
First
is
of all,
actually
amazing
one of-
animation. And yes, I agree.
Yeah.
It actually does remind me a lot of the Beastars animation.
Yeah, it does. So this was a 3D rotoscoped 2D. So Mike made like 3D models and then like drew for them. So yeah, just a little bit of context on that. So I started out voice acting like seriously with my first microphone. Like I got Samsung CU, which I used until actually just very recently.
Yes.
And I got a gig from a show that was like about kawaii Japanese things, and that's how I got my first mic. And that's like as soon after that, we ended up voicing this fan animation with Mike Inell, and that's kind of how one of the reasons why I got close to Ven Bright, who's actually currently my fiance,
Yes.
was Dipper in this fan animation. So yeah, that is he, and that is me. I was Mabel. Oh my god, you wouldn't believe how hard it was to do that role, because it's like I don't sound anything like Kristen Shaw. She has such a distinct
yes,
voice.
it's so hard to do
Yeah,
that.
but-
Yeah.
So hard, yeah. But Mike settled for like the closest kind of like interpretation of the. So like I like, you know how Mabel has like, gum, like Mabel has like braces.
Yeah.
I had to like record those takes with gum stuck to the top of my
Oh,
mouth.
just to replicate
just to get
the audio. Yeah.
Exactly. And I tried studying her clips, and I just tried to do a close approximation of it. And you wouldn't believe how hard that was for me, because like I'm an alto, like my natural speaking voice, as you can see, is not actually that high
Oh, yeah.
pitch. So yeah, that's something that
I
we're doing.
certainly
And the funny
understand.
thing is-
Yeah.
The funny thing is, so we recorded this like after season 1 was done, and we were all waiting for season 2. We were all so hyped about it, and I was in America at the time. Like I stayed in America for like a month, I think, in Jersey or something, or 2 weeks, I don't remember. But then like, so that made it easier for me to record with Ven, who is in Texas at the time. So we had like a 1 hour gap, I guess.
Ah, okay.
And yeah. So that was a phenomenal experience, because we were like trying to record separately. I was in a bedroom in Jersey, and then like Ven was just in a random bedroom, and like in his bedroom in Texas. So at least we didn't have as much problems like doing the takes, because like one of the things that I really appreciate about voice acting is if I can do scenes with my partners, especially since it's such an emotional scene. Like you kind of want to like go off of your partner's energy.
Yeah, you need
when
to be able to
you're
have that interaction. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not often as a voice actor that you kind of
Get that opportunity.
get that sort of privilege, because like your voice acting partner could be busy, the time zones,
Exactly.
everything. So you'd have to record separately, and then you have to do like a million iterations of it.
Mm-hmm.
So So yeah, definitely. Mike has been one of my frequent work clients in a way. Like
Yeah.
he is a senpai of mine. Okay, so like I work with him in terms of like not only voice acting, but also I help him out with colors and animation sometimes, and a bunch of other stuff. And I've known him for like 8 years now. And actually, a little bit about how I knew him is I also like my primary job is actually I work in game development. I work with indie game studios. I worked in big corporate studios, which is actually how I met Ishi. We worked together in a game studio with each
Mhm.
other, and that's also how I met Mike and El. They were directing an anime at an indie studio that I was in, and that was like one of my first jobs.
Oh wow.
I mean, after Rick and Morty. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
another story.
Let's just drop that real quick. After I was done working on Rick and Morty, you know, that little show no one's heard of.
So yeah, one of my first ever jobs outside of college, like I really wanted to be an animator.
Mhm.
Like hardcore to death wanted to be an animator. Was I worked on Rick and Morty, and there are a lot of studios here in the Philippines that outsource big animation titles. And at the time, nobody knew what Rick and Morty was. It was the first season. That was like maybe back in 2012, 2013.
Oh yeah, something like
And
that.
I worked for a studio called Snipple. I think Animations. A really funny name, ain't it? But yeah. So yeah. I was a trainee, and they wanted me to work on a children's show, and I was like, I saw the pilot for Rick and Morty, and I saw that it was written by Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, and I was like,
Yeah.
I love Community. Please let me work on this animation. It's my humor. It's
Yeah.
totally my humor. If you've ever seen Rick and Morty, that's my humor.
Absolutely.
I make
100%.
a lot of jokes. But yeah, so I begged them for me to work on the series, and they were like, if you do well in your training, in your animation training, then we'll let you work with the veterans on the show. And I did end up getting to do that. That was a painful experience for me though. Story
Yeah.
another time, but I did get to work on that. And then after that, I swore to never again work in TV animation. It was a fun experience.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
especially
my
with that show. I know
God.
all about time crunches and stuff that were involved with that show. So
Yeah, exactly. Working in TV animation, especially outsourced TV animation, is hella
it's a
hard.
thankless job.
It's a thankless job. You work long hours. I think I worked like 10 a.m. till 2 a.m.
Oh,
And you
jeez.
also work on weekends. You know, like
Boo!
it's a very yeah, it's a very throwing meat into a lion's den type of a scenario.
Yeah.
It's very cutthroat. So like deadlines aside, and so I decided I didn't end up liking games right away. I'm not actually a gamer at heart.
Mhm.
I do like games, but I'm very casual about them, you know. So
Of course.
my partner at the time really loved Hideo Kojima and that sort of stuff, and
Yeah.
they wanted to make games. And so that was my partner, like who I got with in college. And after college, like they wanted to try to make their own thing. So we made like a small little game, and then after that, like I got to play Journey, which was
Oh,
a very important
yes.
game to me. It's this sort of like artful game by that game company,
Yes.
where you kind of go on a journey.
I've played Journey
Kind of.
before. It's a splendid. It's a visual
Yeah.
and audio masterpiece.
Beautiful. It is a very short game. Please,
Mhm.
please do check it out if you have the time. It uses no language. It tells us very, very poignantly simple story, but then it just
But it tells it in
hits
such
my
a
heart,
gorgeous
and
way.
you know, and I've always loved being in animation because of how you can tell stories, and
Mm-hmm.
I never understood at the time that game development was also a narrative, an interactive, immersive narrative medium that you could do so much with, which is fucking amazing. So yeah, that's kind of what really convinced me to go into game development.
Mhm.
And I worked for an indie studio called Studio Contribita, and that's where I met Mike and Nell. We got to work on animations, we got to work on games. We kind of fell off like maybe after some time, and then I went into like corporate work for places like Studio Secret 6
Oh, wow.
and Tosis Software Philippines, which was like a Philippine branch of a bigger Japanese game company. And I got to work on like stuff like Cartoon Network or like Snoopy and Sanrio, and like a bunch of like brands and stuff like that for games.
Uh-huh.
And so that was quite the experience for me. It's just that at the time that I was working in Tosei Software, I did have my baby, so I did have to resign. And for a while, that's kind of when I started doing freelancing. and I worked for other independent game companies until eventually, like maybe like 2 or 3. Has it been 3 years now? Damn, it's been 3 years. I like maybe around 2017, 2018-ish. I decided to go full-time freelance and I started to stream. So like in 2019, I started Twitch.
Okay.
Like maybe around like
Yeah, actually,
September.
this was one of the questions I had for you. How long have you been involved with content creation? So.
Yeah, no, me, I've always like had those little things where I uploaded like dance covers to YouTube, song covers to YouTube, and I stopped. I was actually quite popular back in maybe 2009 ish. Like one of my YouTube videos during 2009 had like 40,000 views.
Oh wow,
that's
no
big
small feat.
back
Yeah,
then.
that takes a lot of hard work and a lot of exposure.
Yeah. It was phenomenal to me that my dance, my silly little webcam dance videos of me being a weeaboo would like get that sort of traction.
Yeah.
So like I've always wanted to make content and blog and things like that, and I was always doing it on and off until I came into Twitch and started streaming, and primarily because I'm an extrovert. If I work at home, I'm also a mom. It's very difficult to go outside and talk to people, and I've always loved talking to people. Like that's kind of one of the comments they have at work. Like cat. You can't just come into work and like talk to people. What do you mean? You like that's the reason why I came to work at the studio so I can talk to people. While
Exactly. Hey, Red. Good to see you, bud.
Yeah. Hey, Red. So yeah. Actually, Red is one of the people that I met at the game studio that I worked with Ishia. Yo, represent game developers. Let's go. So yeah, game development has become steadily one of my greater passions. On my stream, a lot of the time, I have my fiance Venbright on there, and we do talk about game development a lot and different aspects of it. I'm more focused on the art side. It's a very interesting thing to me because it's more of design oriented and more technical than just your usual illustration work.
Absolutely.
So you kind of have to think about like little nuances in game development and animation where it's like you're familiar with fighting games, right? So you kind of have to think about like the animation in relation to the frame
animation,
data.
frame data. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Active frames, hitboxes, all that stuff, and you have to make sure the art coincides with it.
Exactly, and it's like you can't have a really long animation for swinging or attacks, because if it takes too long for you to attack, then that's going to
The character
give
sucks.
leeway
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. It doesn't feel good. Like, so a lot of there's a lot of that sort of like thought about usability and stuff when you're making animation and art for games that
versus
I really
just
enjoy.
regular animation.
Yeah, because it's kind of like solving a puzzle in a way, Like
Yeah.
it's kind of more intrinsically.
I was gonna say,
that sort of
like
technical.
when I'm thinking about it, it almost seems like an equation, more or less. If you're trying to achieve X result, then you need this many frames with this much animation, and you have to make sure it all coincides and makes a cohesive product.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, speaking of games, I think there's actually some I want to announce, like in relation to games. Like, games come in all forms and stuff.
Yes.
Like not just computer games, but also
Absolutely.
like tabletop RPGs.
Tabletop RPGs. That's pretty much. I mean, I had done some musical theater stuff prior to that. That's pretty much where I started, like, realizing I wanted to be a voice actor. Was playing Dungeons and Dragons with friends in high school. That was a clean little segue, wasn't it, Red? But yeah, coming up on May 2nd, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, coming up on May 2nd will be a fairly large collab between me, Miss Kira Cat, Oswald VT, Ishi Tanuki, and Redonkulus. We will be playing and Nini. Yeah, Nini, the llama. We will be playing Dungeons and Dragons together. It'll be a one-shot, thicker than water, right? Thicker than water. Yeah, it is a one-off that our very own Red has written, and I'm super looking forward to playing it. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons. I've DM'd plenty, but I haven't played in a really long time, so I'm actually really looking forward to playing.
Chat. Yeah, I linked it to chat, and I linked it also to your Discord in case you want to show off the poster. So, just a little bit about this. Go ahead and talk
while I pull it up.
Yeah, Redonkulus, who's in chat right now, is actually a game developer by day. They program a lot sometimes by themselves. Oh my god! And so they are also really passionate about Dungeons and Dragons. So they've written this one shot with blood, sweat, and tears, and this is going to be their first time that they're going to be having this campaign public. And we're going to be joined by a lot of VTubers that are really also passionate about D&D themselves. Like I believe Bananiel, you're very.
I am an old pro.
Not only player,
yes.
but also a DM.
Yeah, I've been playing since I've been playing since I was 16. And I've been a DM since I was about 18. So I'm a seasoned boy. But yeah, super looking forward to this. And like as far as your experience is concerned with Dungeons and Dragons, it's not nearly as old as mine is.
I am baby. I am baby. Return to. Reject humanity, return to baby.
I have more experience than you, Red? Oh, shit. Okay. That's good to know. I will judge you with furious intent.
Just to get feedback. So we have a lot of like really experienced people here.
Yeah,
like,
Oswald has a lot of experience too, and so does Ishi.
Five years experience or so. Like Ishi's also had like quite the number of experience.
Oh, man, I'm the old man of the group.
You're the grandpa here, Banana. You're
Jeez.
the grandpa. Yeah, me and Nini are quite baby at this, so we will
gentle.
leave it to your capable hands.
Oh, Red has to be gentle. Red, be gentle, or I'll scold you. But yeah, super looking forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Just to give everybody like a sort of small gist into the thing. So this is the adventure hook of the D&D campaign. So it's the frontier town of Volheim has been in a state of panic ever since a series of murders have rocked the once peaceful settlement. While there seems to be no pattern with the victims' profiles, the method by which they are killed are the same. The bodies sustained multiple gashes and what appear to be bite wounds, with a dark and sludgy substance trickling out from each bite. Even after strict curfew has been implemented and with more militiamen, the monsters remain at large and their body count continues to rise. Out of options, Volheim's guard captain has issued a call for any adventurers willing to put an end to this tier, and those adventurers are us.
Yes.
Basically. It's going to be exciting because, like, is it okay if we, like, mention about our party?
Yeah.
Like what's really funny about our party? Yeah, so what's really funny about our party is actually most of us are like bard.
Yeah, some semblance of
adjacent.
bard adjacent. Yeah, I'm a bardlock, which is a bard warlock.
We have two bards,
Mhm.
and my tiefling is a sword, but also is prohibitive.
Yeah.
Might as well be a bard. So it's going to be really
It's gonna be a lot of
exciting,
fun.
like,
yeah.
it's going to be wild, and guys.
I'm very excited for that. Please consider coming out and to check that out. I'll be streaming it, and I believe Red will too, right? And Ishi?
Yeah, Red, Ishi, and you are streaming it.
Yes.
So it's
you
going
can get
to
a
be
couple
on
different
May
perspectives.
2. Yes, May 2, 12 a.m. EST, 9 a.m. CET, and 3 p.m. HKT. And if you are from the West Coast, I believe.
Let's see, if it's
that
12 a.m.
is-
EST, it's 3 hours prior, so it'll be like
Yeah,
9 p.m. PST if you're in my
Yeah.
neck of the woods.
not bad. Yeah.
So it'll be a little
yeah,
bit of a
that's
later stream. So if you can't make it, there will be I'll have my VODs uploaded the next day. So you'll be able to check it out there. Same thing with this
Definitely,
interview. If you miss this interview, then you're probably not going to hear me say this right now. But the VODs are going to be available tomorrow.
The VODs are going to be available on
absolutely
YouTube.
yes on the old YouTube. The same YouTube critic just put in the chat. Thank you very much. But yeah, so really looking forward to the D&D campaign. It's been a while. So I've been looking forward to that for a while now. All right, so getting back to the person at hand, we have our very own Kira Cat. Actually, it looks like a bunch of new people have jumped in. Pappy Fubar, you were asking what this is. This is my interview show, Behind the Peel, where I interview VTubers that I think are really cool. Last time I interviewed Randon, the business orc, the salary man, and this time I'm interviewing Kira Cat, a wonderfully multi-talented streamer. Give him your spiel, Kira.
Hi, everybody. Yo! Kira Cat. I'm an illustrator and animator for games and content creators for 7 years now. I'm also part of the idol called Seishun Kakume, 100% Maho Shoujo, part-time VTuber, and real-life idol girl from the Philippines. I love to sing, dance, cosplay, make art, and do a lot of things, you know? Yo! Let's go!
And actually, getting back to the idol stuff and singing, what sort of... we briefly talked about it for a moment, but... What sort of music do you enjoy singing the most? Not what sort of music does your audience enjoy the most. Like when you sit down, you're like, I want to sing something. What's your go-to?
Oh god, as you can tell, like I have fucking a lot of energy. It's either usually really high powered, like energetic,
Power
like,
ballads kind of
anime
thing, or
deep
anime
songs.
openings.
Yeah, anime openings or like power ballads. Yeah, definitely. I'm a sucker for power ballads. Like also musical theater and Disney stuff. I like the frustrated theater kid in me just can't let go of that. So like on my streams, like I actually have karaoke streams, like which one of them is going to be tomorrow, which is going to
Ooh.
be Friday my time. So actually, just a little segue on that. I stream from Mondays to Fridays. I'm from the Philippines, so that's GMT plus 8 or 8 Hong Kong time. So I usually stream at like 6 a.m. EST or 6 p.m. Philippine time, which is I believe what time is that there? 3 a.m. PST
Oh,
for,
yeah,
for
something
you
like that. Yeah, I was going to say something like that. All I know is I stay up way too late, so I'm able to actually catch those streams, so I definitely do watch them. Thank you for the bits, Craig.
Yeah,
Very
we
much
do
appreciated.
we do say since you're a banana, you're practically honorary.
Yeah, I'm an
Filipino,
honorary
right?
Filipino just because I don't sleep. Yeah.
You sleep in my time zone. It's so funny. Oh my god. Yeah. Like if any case, like I just I love to sing like like one little thing though that I do like to sing is I also like to sing jazz. It's not something that I bring up
Jazz is
very
wonderful.
often. But jazz, yeah. If I could pick any genre of, I constantly it's like jazz. I love all
Absolutely.
forms of music except rap. Except rap.
That's
very
my thing.
I'm very uneducated on rap. It's not like I don't like rap, but I'm learning to appreciate it more now. It's just that it's not like a genre that I frequent, but definitely
I can show
jazz.
you the world.
Yeah.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Yo.
Actually, Red, I love lumpia. I'm not big on balalo, but I will take some pancit if you got it.
Oh, yo! I'm so glad that you like Filipino food.
Oh yeah,
Definitely when you visit.
I've had Filipino friends my whole life, and I love going over to their houses for parties because they always make way too much food, and it's so good.
That is so true. That is so true. Like, oh my god, you should see my fridge is overflowing. Holy shit, that's just way too much. People, you need to like make food enough for the people in the house. But it's,
and
it's
your
in
neighbors
Philippines.
and the rest of the country. That's what you got to do.
What we say in the Philippines is you make enough for the entire barangay. Barangay means town, so it's like that's kind of commonly
Yes,
what
Red,
happens.
I have experienced the hot dog marshmallow snack.
Oh my god!
It's never something
During
I thought
birthday
you'd
party.
eat together, but it's actually not as bad as it sounds, truth be told.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm actually starting to find a lot of VTubers that are Filipino. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised at this point if 50% of the VTuber community is fucking Filipino. Like at any point, like, kamusta ka? Kamusta? Okay lang ako. Hello, lol, Nikule. Hi.
And for those of us that do not speak Tagalog, what does that mean?
Yeah. Hi. Kamusta? It's so Filipino language is very heavily in like Malay and Spanish.
I was gonna say
and stuff
it sounded like
that.
"Cómo estás?" So like, how are you doing,
Yeah,
basically?
it's like, exactly.
Gotcha.
So kamusta? Yes.
Ah, okay,
It's like,
okay.
how are you? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Big
so,
Daddy
you know-
Dreamer lived in the Philippines from 1982 to 1984. We have a Navy background in our
Yo!
family, and his mom and stepdad were stationed there. I
Oh,
think
I
it's
see,
Subic
that's
Bay.
interesting. Yeah, Subic.
Yeah.
Subic is definitely where all of the army bases are. Yeah. Okinawa. You're from Okinawa and
Oh
have a lot
wow.
of friends. That's great. I'm really glad. Thank you so much for learning our language. Yo.
But yeah,
Oh my
talking about the songs, I believe we have some performances you'd like to share with us. Some live performances, y'all.
Yeah, like turn down your headphones because I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna be loud. Yeah.
Don't worry,
I'm gonna
I'll
be
adjust the
big.
volume so the people at home don't go crazy.
All
Hey,
right,
thanks
so
for tuning in,
I-
Kevin. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a wonderful rest of your day. But for those of you that are sticking around, Miss Kira Kira Cat is about to regale us with some absolutely wonderful music. So buckle up, Buttercuts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
So one of the first songs that I'm going to be singing today is one anime song. Just for good measure.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're going to have a fun hype time because that's like how I like to have it. So, is it okay if I take the floor now?
By all means.
All right. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. So this is from Beetlejuice. It's called Dead Mom. Hey mom, dead mom. Here, I'm probably talking to myself here. Dead mom, I gotta ask, are you really in the ground? 'Cause I feel you all around mom. Dead mom. Dead mom. I'm tired of trying to iron my creases. I'm a bunch of broken pieces. It was you who made me. Every day Dad's staring at me like, oh, hurry up, get happy, move along, forget about your mom. 'Cause Daddy's in denial, Daddy doesn't wanna be. Dad wants me to smile and clap like a performing scene. Ignored it for a while, but Daddy's lost his mind for real. You won't believe the mess that we've become. You're my home, my destination, and I'm your clone, your strange creation. You held my hand, and life came easy. Now jokes don't land, and no one sees me. Nothing seems to fit. Mama, is this it? Are you receiving? I want something to believe in, or I'm done. Wake me when my soul can run, or I'll be in my bedroom. Wake me when I'm 21. Daddy's moving forward. Daddy didn't lose a mom. Mama, won't you send a sign? I'm running out of hope and time. A plague of mice, a lightning strike, or drop a nuclear bomb. No more playing Daddy's game. I'll go insane if things don't change. Whatever it takes to make him say your name. Dead mom. Woo!
Wonderfully done.
Thank you. So that was a Dead
So-
Mom
yeah.
from the musical Beetlejuice.
Which I
if you guys
desperately need to watch because I love the movie
Yes!
and I love musical theater, so I have a feeling I'll adore the musical.
You would. Thank you. Also, thank you so much for the applause, guys. Thank you.
Oh
Thank you. I
yes,
hope
yes,
that
yes.
you
Hold on,
enjoyed.
I have applause. Woo! Wonderful. You have a bootleg for
So,
me?
yeah.
Send me that bootleg. I'll watch that. I
I'll
mean,
wear it with my cowboy hat.
oh, you have private tickets? Oh, wonderful. Thank you for the private tickets, Kevin Nation.
Right. I mean, invite me over if you do get a chance.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
Yes.
City.
So-
oh my God, can you do you remember how Beetlejuice talks? He's like a really raspy.
he talks like this. Yeah.
Oh my, can you imagine singing like that like eight times a week?
Yes, and I want
On
to
Broadway.
so bad.
Oh my God. Oh my God. If you do fucking watch it, can you please do it, Beetlejuice and you know, like we could do that. They have
Oh, absolutely. If they got some dope duets, I'd love to record some with you. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So now, this second song here that we're gonna hear, for those of you that are familiar with the anime Evangelion, or Evangelion, which however you pronounce it, plan to do some movie nights between my character. Oh, that's awesome, Kevin. This is the opening to Evangelion. It's a song I believe is called. Okay, I might butcher this. I don't think I will because I've been practicing Japanese. But Zankoku na Tenshi no Teze. And it's if you haven't heard the song before, I adore this song. I've actually sang it on stream a couple times, so I'm really looking forward to hearing this. So without further ado, Miss dear Kira Cat, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, guys. So, guys, you know, the new Evangelion movie is out. Don't forget to check it out. Support animes. Let's go. 残酷な天使のよしんわにな青い
風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたと触れるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけない瞳だけどいつか気づくでしょその背中には遥か未来目指すための羽があること残酷な天使の手で窓辺からやがて飛び出すほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出は裏切るならこの空を抱いて輝く少年よ神話になれ
I can't help but sing along with that song. I had to mute myself everywhere just so I could sing it. I love that song. It just gets you schmoovin'. I don't know what to say. I'm about to
every
I'm about to
Yeah.
age the shit out of myself. When I was a boy, there was my local library had a bookstore, and in that bookstore they sold VHSs, and I had a VHS of the first 3 episodes of Evangelion, where I heard that song
my
for the
God.
first time. And the first time I heard it, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm a weeb now!" Like, it was the song that changed my life.
It was a sudden.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a sudden realization exactly. But I
Exactly.
love that song and a wonderful rendition, absolutely.
Yeah. Fun fact about me. So the first time I ever saw Evangelion was actually when I was 4 years old. Because when
Jeez.
it's not something that you want.
It might be a bit of mature material for a 4-year-old.
Yeah, no. My uncle at the time, like he was the weeb in the family. Like I owe it to him, Tito Arthur, wherever you are. Thank you for making me a weeaboo. But yeah, he played all the JRPGs, like
that's
Final
awesome.
Fantasy and stuff, and then watched all the animes on VHS. And we would have like rental places here that had VHS, right? And I sound like I could read subs when I was 4 years old, and all I remember was that opening song and Kaoru before he died. Apparently,
Yes.
I just probably blocked that
Yeah.
from my head.
Actually,
my God.
I completely understand. I had an uncle named Don who was very big into anime. He actually I sort of inherited his full collection of Elfen Lied and things like that. So
my Lord.
yeah, he was one of the people that I first saw. The first anime I probably ever watched was with him at a very young age when he was watching Ghost in the Shell, the original one.
Oh my God! That's
And I still remember, once again, probably an anime that you shouldn't watch at the age in which I watched it. But I remember the opening song still. It was the da 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 Area Glories. It was in like Latin. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, and I remember that was another one. I listened to the song. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's called
Japanese music
called
is
Inner
sick.
Universe by Origa.
Yes.
Yeah, Origa Inner Universe. Oh man, I
was like,
want to
wow.
cover that.
That would be awesome. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell was
I am
awesome.
falling.
I definitely had a crush on both the girl in Ghost in the Shell and Misato in Evangelion.
I'm starting to see your type.
I developed a type. Hardcore, kick-ass ladies. Yeah. Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
I love a lady that can kick my ass. I identified with that so goddamn much.
So you like wasn't her name Mai Valentine? Pronounce that shit.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Are you kidding? Spike Spiegel was 100% right. Thank you, Red. Thank you for being cultured. Hey, thanks for the hydrates, Yazi. You got you got some hydration on hand?
Oh, you foolish mortal! Thank you for the subs,
Oh,
dude.
thanks for the gift sub.
I shall drink water.
Yes,
I have
good old
drunken
Faye. Exactly, Kunzatsu. Hey, good to see you, Kunzatsu. Thank you for the follow, Lo Mikuli. Welcome to the Banana Bunch. So happy to have you here.
Ooh. I hope that you guys enjoyed that singing, because it's like when I start singing I just get into the mood and I don't stop singing. Like the last time I had a karaoke, I think I went on for 4 hours. I was really in the groove. Holy shit.
Sometimes
I
you
regretted
just
the
can't stop. Yeah, and then you wake up the next day like, all right, guys, how you doing? It is wonderful to see you. Yeah, I've definitely been there and blown my voice out. Actually, funny story. about musical theater, I was in a production of Seussical the Musical, which if you haven't checked it out, it is actually a stellar musical about all the different Dr. Seuss properties. I got the part of Horton the Elephant. I'd actually been in the show twice. Prior to my first time in the show, I played one of the Wickersham brothers, which they're the monkeys that mess with Horton. And they have such a sick, jazzy song. There's a rustle in the bushes. There's a tremble in the trees.
What?
Yeah, it's such a good
What the
song.
fuck?
Yeah, definitely look into
I
it.
need
But
to
I
check it
played one of the Wickersham brothers the first time, and the second time I got the lead role of Horton. Well, what ended up happening was, like, a week before we were supposed to open, I lost my voice entirely.
Oh
Yeah,
no! What
like,
happened? Is it because of, like
I actually
performance,
don't know. It had nothing to do with overperforming. I think maybe I caught a bug or something and ended up messing with my throat.
Shit.
But I could not produce the sound necessary to sing the songs.
Oh no.
And luckily though, so the way this theater program worked, it was actually a children's theater program that they needed adults for certain shows. Like we did Oliver, so the kids would play the orphans and the adults would play all the other roles. And at Seussical, the adults would play certain roles and the kids would play others. Actually, fun fact. The first time I was in it, the girl who played JoJo, who, if you haven't seen Horton Hears a Who or aren't familiar with the story, JoJo is the son of the mayor that Horton talks to a bunch.
Okay. Because my wee brain is like, anytime people mention JoJo.
JoJo! Yeah, trust me, I get it. Conocido! But her name was Cozy, and she was actually in the movie Dolphin Tale with Morgan Freeman.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So that was super cool. Yeah, that was super exciting. Luckily, so the way it worked was we had like, I think 8 shows total, but the first 6 shows were private shows for schools. They would bring in their classes and they'd watch us. So we had someone else who had played Horton in the past come in and perform during those ones. Luckily, I was good enough and I was better by the time the live shows were coming on. So I was able to still perform as the part, which was really exciting.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You guys want a JoJo reference?
Yeah.
I have a command.
You do? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Oh my god! Oh my god.
Of course, I can't beat you up without getting closer.
I mean, technically, with your height, you could probably.
Yeah, I could probably reach you from here, even though you're in like another country. I could probably just reach out. I have like really
You're
freakishly
long.
long arms. Yeah, like honestly, it's
You're a long banana.
when I play VR games, I always have to adjust the arm slider because they have the arms adjusted for a normal length armed person. My arms for I'm 6'2" for those of you that don't know. And from my shoulders, if I drop my arms, they go down to right above my knee. And I have a long torso, so I have really long arms. So like, yeah, I always have. Yeah, exactly. It's so I can hug the whole world. I just have so much love to give. So the Lord gave me long arms to extend my reach to the stars above.
Yeah, we can Jesse, Team Rocket blasts off at the speed of light.
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Oh, that's right.
All right, note this out. Hold on. Let me write this down real quick. Record the Jesse and James monologue with Kira.
We really need to do that.
Absolutely. Actually, I've kind of thought this would be a really cool community event, and maybe I'll bounce this off of you since we're live and everyone will get your genuine reaction. But I thought it would be cool to record certain like scenes and stuff as one character, and then just kind of release it into the open and let people complete that, and then show it off on stream.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
So
okay,
like if I recorded the James part for the Jesse and James monologue, and then I just released it on Twitter, people can grab that file and then read along with it. Then I show off what people record and send to me on stream.
Isn't that basically having a TikTok, dude? Like a
yeah,
TikTok
kind of.
duet?
Yeah, it's like a TikTok basically. Yeah.
Maybe we should just make a TikTok.
But with like actual voice acting. Yeah. Yeah, my cousin is 6'8".
There's actually an acting community. Yeah, there's actually an acting community on TikTok that you should probably check it out. Like I've been seeing all of my theater
Yeah,
friends,
I have zero experience with TikTok. As far as I'm concerned, it's just another scary social media site. I don't want to get started.
No, Banana. I'll hold your hand. We can first together and like do
perfect.
TikTok together. I will hold your hand. If you're gonna do it, like I will do it. I will be your first date. Do it. It's like going to the prom with your first date and then asking like your cousin or something to go because you're gonna get a fucking date.
I'm too nervous.
Maybe we gotta do Scrum for now. What is Scrum?
Oh, Scrum, like it's kind of when you have like a meeting, like a short meeting every day for like game developments, like you have a Scrum system.
Man,
Yeah.
y'all
So
with
it's
your
kind of like
shorthand and your vernacular in the professional world. Us country bumpkins don't know much about no scrumming.
Oh yeah, let's go, partner. Let's go, partner. Oh god, can you imagine like so since I am very attuned to voices, like I kind of pick up stuff from people. Like I always pick up like certain phrases or certain like words or vernaculars
Lingo,
from people.
yeah.
And ever since I've met Ben, I just say y'all, like hey
Y'all.
y'all, because he's from Texas. Yeah, and he was like, you can actually take that up a notch. Like you know that meme where it just goes like increasingly like level of ascension.
Oh
It's like,
yeah,
so
big
you have
brain.
y'all, yeah, like, you have y'all should've, like it's y'all'd've, you
Yeah,
know?
y'all
Y'all-
yeah. Y'all
Yeah,
y'all
y'all-d've.
yeah, the just add more apostrophes, it's real. I know
like saying an entire sentence.
I've been infecting friends with sick nasty recently. I don't know why. I say sick nasty like, oh man, this is sick nasty. And
Oh, okay, okay.
I've heard people start saying it recently. I'm like, ha 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 ha. I know I am adorable is one of them. Yeah, by
Yeah,
gummit,
no,
that's another one.
I pick up like Sag from these Zoomers that on VTubers. Like, oh my god, I don't know
Scuff
if there are
was
other
one that
older
caught on pretty
VTubers.
fast. There are
Yeah,
a few actually that I've known. I've met a couple and they're very very kind individuals.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good to know.
Oh,
Like,
Barry the Bugbear. If you haven't checked him out, please check him out. He is very very awesome. Down to earth, also very funny and talented. But he's also he's a little bit more seasoned, like maybe us. I feel like I'm old in the VTubing community. I swear. I collabed with some people, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so excited to be doing stuff with people my age. And they're like, oh, I'm like 19. I'm like, huh?
Oh my god, dude! I swear. It's like, please don't quote me on this, but I feel like the FBI gonna come at my door because like every time I like ask VTubers, so they're all talking about college and high school.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, what?
For like a decade.
Yeah, I mean, look, I whenever I say I'm 26, people that are older than 26 are like, oh, you're still a baby. It's like, not compared to everyone else in this community. This community does tend to be a little bit younger. So
Yeah, I feel that. Like my lower back is killing me,
and I. Exactly. That's 100% what it feels. And one of the other things is maybe I feel older because when I was younger, I was exposed to things that a lot of people my age weren't exposed to, and that sounds really weird. Let me clarify what I mean. We've always been a make-it-yourself kind of family, you know, find opportunities, take those opportunities. So mingling and whatnot when I was younger, I would mingle with adults at business events. So I had to learn how to talk good, talk fast, talk efficiently with people that are way more emotionally and mentally mature than I. So I had to learn stuff at a very quick rate. And because of that, I feel like maybe I have a little bit of an older perspective on the world than my age portrays. Plus, I played sports a lot, and my knees suck. So that also makes me feel old.
No, so I have a similar story because it's like, you know, my mom is a businessman. I'm Mrs. Lady. Sorry. I mean, whatever, whichever works. Like, she wears the pants in the family, definitely as a single mom. But so like both my parents were very entrepreneurial and you know, business oriented.
Absolutely.
And like, so at an early age, I kind of had to learn to talk to adults, and you know, I also gained like Japanese mannerisms from people. Like I actually bow and do all of that stuff because like all my parents had very close ties with like, Japanese businesses. Specifically, my mom owned a host club.
Ah.
That's like, for those of you who are not familiar, like, if you've ever played the game Yakuza, you know, like those hostess bars that have like girls and you can like buy your time with them. That's basically it. That's where I grew up. This is kind of why I'm also a showman in my own right,
You have
and
to be able
also
to
why
put on
I'm
a show, yeah.
karaoke.
It's
Oh my
actually,
God, yeah.
That'd be crazy if they owned some in Okinawa. Yeah, that might be a decent equivalency. A lot of people get the wrong idea when you say geisha, but geishas were entertainers first. And host clubs are sort of modern interpretations of that sort of art style. You could consider it. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't quite call it modern to say, but relatively to that time, yes.
Yeah.
Sure. Like I feel like a more modern interpretation of like these host clubs and these geisha bars
Like
are
maid
like
cafes?
like maybe maid cafes. Exactly, maid cafes. And speaking of which, I actually have worked at maid cafes, which is kind of like my gateway to like idol culture and stuff.
Oh, that's
maybe
cool.
in a sense.
I had the privilege of working once in a maid cafe. I wore an all-white suit with cat ears, and I was very kind and demure. Yeah, exactly. I
I
had to play the I guess the older suave sort of host. Oh, please take a seat. Oh,
Oh my.
Can I get you anything else to drink, my dear? Just things like that, you know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Pixar didn't happen. Oh,
I
man.
have pics.
Yeah,
I have pics. I'll send them to y'all. Don't you worry. I'll make a
my
post
God.
on Twitter. Check it out there.
Yeah, but just to reiterate on that, like host clubs are actually more of entertainment bars. Like, you know, mostly like I've come to know like all these Japanese dudes come to these bars because they're genuinely just lonely. They just kind of want
Yeah.
to have a drink, conversation, and
I actually-
nothing weird happens.
Yeah,
in
it's
them,
not. It's
you know?
nothing lewd or anything. What ends up happening is, especially in Japanese culture, I watched something about this actually very recently. The men in the family, they tend to work like their whole life, and so they don't. If they have a family, then they don't ever really get to see them. And most of the time, if they don't have a family, they're just really lonely. So that's why you see these things like maid cafes or host clubs pop up, because it's to give them that social interaction they absolutely need to stay sane, but not.
Yeah.
But without the familial tie, I suppose you could say.
Yeah. Honestly, as a young weeaboo, I've always wanted to live in Japan, but then like coming of age, having my own family, and being an adult, I'm like, oh wow, Japanese society maybe is from an art perspective, but it's a very lonely society.
Absolutely.
They are very isolated and depressed and stuff. But then, you know, it's still a place that fascinates me because the culture is beautiful, the
It is.
history, the everything. Yeah, and I would really love to go one time with my family when COVID is over. The last time I went to Japan, actually, or the first and last time I went to Japan was in Hokkaido. I
Ooh.
went there for a friend's wedding, and it was in the middle of butt fucking winter. Okay,
Oh,
it was like
jeez,
negative
yeah, so it's
13 degrees Celsius,
freezing.
and I had a 2-year-old baby. We had neither of us have experienced proper winter before. It was horrible. it was terrible. Like I was trying to navigate the landscape and the language. Like I came late. The baggage from the airport came late, so I had to go to 7-Eleven, which is a convenience store
Yes.
in Japan. So I went to a konbini. Like
We have them
so my
too.
Japanese language. Yeah, my Japanese is very much self-taught. I had a little bit of lessons when I worked for a Japanese company, but mostly very, very bad Japanese.
Enough Japanese to get by, though, basically.
Yeah, I tried. Like, so I basically went to the convenience store and I was like, no, suimasen, akachan no diaper arimasu ka? And they didn't know what the fuck a diaper was, and I was trying to like with my hands
Show them,
describe
yeah.
the thing that it is, and I was like unko no akachan no something, and they were like, oh, omotsu, and I was like, yo, okay. So I was trying to describe like the things that babies like pee and poo.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah,
But they were so kind.
Big Daddy
honestly.
Dreamer, who is my actual dad, for those of you that don't know, he actually went to Japan about 3 to 4 years ago. The business that we've been involved in for the past 15 years is based in Japan, and so he actually got the chance to go check out the corporate office there. They own a hot spring resort and a golf course and an arcade and stuff. So we actually got to go there and check out all that stuff. So out of our whole family, he's the only one that's gotten to go to Japan, and I'm the one that wants to go. So not very fair, but hey.
Big Daddy Dreamer. Yeah. I know, Enagic. Like we have a Kangen system in my house.
Oh,
My
that's
mom used
what.
to sell
That's
those
yeah.
too.
That's what. Yeah, that's it. That's what we do. Magic. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Alkaline water.
Woo!
You gotta get it into the system.
It's good for ya.
Alkaline water.
Let's
Good
go.
for ya. Yeah, like, the pH level of your water gotta be alkaline, so you can get like some like I have GERD.
Oh,
Like, for
so
this
yeah.
reason, I actually have a lot of health problems. Like I'm asthmatic as fuck. I have like a gastro like hyperacidity, whatever GERD
yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So
Acid reflux kind of stuff. Yeah.
yeah, and it messes with your singing. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the crappiest thing in the world. Holy shit! I was actually worried because this morning when I went like sometime through getting ready for the interview, sitting. Oh, I have to sing. It's going to burn my throat. No, but yeah, no.
But you did splendidly. You absolutely did. And thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was actually the first time. I mean, this is only the second episode, so there's going to be a lot of firsts, obviously. But that was the first time we had a guest perform, which was super cool.
It was cool. Like maybe next time you're gonna have a fucking live band here, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'll bring in Banana and the Banana Boys.
No, you can be like Banana and the Bunches.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Hey, thanks for the gifted sub, Foolish Mortal. Welcome to the Banana Bunch. Yeah, or the Banana Fam, Denny Von Braun.
Banana
Stream
fam,
hype,
bam, yeah.
stream hype. Exactly.
hype stream, hype stream.
So, I do want to know. This is sort of a I guess getting to know more about the content creators you watch and enjoy. But if you could do a project with any content creator, VTubing or beyond, who would you do it with, and what kind of project would you want to do?
Oh shit. To some extent, I'm very intimidated by the thought of that, because it's like, oh man, that's such a big deal. I don't know if I'd ever be able to like work with them. Actually, to a certain extent, I've already worked with people I've looked up to. Like I've always looked up to Mike and Elle because like I was a wee artiste on DeviantArt, and they were really popular there, and so that's kind
Actually,
of
speaking of DeviantArt and whatnot, do you mind if I show off some of the art you've done?
Oh yes, please
Yeah,
do.
we have some
I've been
illustrations
working-
here that Miss Kira Cat has done.
Yeah. I work on a lot of character designs recently, apart from animations. So these are for like some games and some VTubers on the top. So I have like Course Dreams on the left and Ninin actually on the right.
Yeah, and
then,
Nini will be one of the ones in the D&D campaign with us.
Yeah, the ones at the bottom are from my friend Kino, who writer, and she made her OTs based off of a game called Seventh Dragon 2020, which is a
I've heard of it.
JRPG. So she made like her own characters, and she kind of inserted the art sort of into a let's play sort of
Oh,
scenario,
that's cool.
so that they could play it out. Yeah, because it's like a system where you have like job classes, and then you can customize your own characters and things.
That's
So
cool.
she commissioned me like a lot of character designs that she's written for her characters to make her story. So I had to make it in the style of the game. So that actually that's kind of one of my fortes as an artist, is that since I'm an animator, I have different art styles, because when you work in game development and animation, you don't actually use your own art style. in
Use
what
whatever
you're
the client
working on.
wants.
Yeah, you have to kind of like chameleon it out. So
Yeah.
that's kind of one of my strong suits, I feel. I like to break down art styles, and I like to study them, and that's always really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of like who I would like to be able to collab with, oh man, like all of my favorites, definitely. Like, oh man, I can't understand a lick of Japanese,
Mhm.
but I would love to be able to sing with Suisei, or like
Oh
sing
yeah,
with one
she
of
has such a
Suisei's,
beautiful voice, man.
or like or like one of the VTubers that I really like. She's not from a big group or anything.
Mhm.
Her name is Kanade Mimi. She's a cat girl VTuber as well, and her voice, like apart from Suisei, her voice is so beautiful. Please do check her out on YouTube. Her name is
Absolutely.
Kanade Mimi,
Kanade Mimi.
and yes. So she has some original songs as well that I would really love to cover. In terms of like Western content creators, damn, it's like where do I even freaking begin, yo? Where do I even freaking? It is so difficult. Like, damn, if I could do something with like with Nyanners.
Oh yeah, that would be
neat, 'cause,
awesome.
what people don't actually know is that Nyanners actually has a very strong vocal foundation.
Yes,
Like,
she
I
does.
remember
She is a
being big-
very
Yeah, I remember-
talented individual.
Yeah, I remember being on YouTube, like apart from the shitpost stuff. Oh, hey, Jel. Hi,
Hey,
Jel.
Jel, thanks for
This
the
is thing that I
follow.
have on my- Yeah, this is the thing I have in my stream. Hi, Jel. You just say hi to Jel like that. And anything I draw,
Hi,
every
Jel.
time Jel is in my stream, like all of my drawings, like all the work in progress on my drawings have hi Jel, because he's like been one of my biggest
Now,
supportive.
I'm pretty
like,
sure
fan-
I've seen Gel a couple times on his stream, but Gel has like the booby animations, yeah.
No. So
Sweet.
I call Gel my senpai, because he's not only my stream senpai, he's like one of the people that I really like latched onto when I started on Twitch, when I started watching other streamers on Twitch. But he's also worked in game development. He's worked at Obsidian, and he's
wow.
worked on he was worked on South Park: The Stick of Truth.
I
Actually,
love that
and
game.
He's also worked on Pathfinder, so that's a fun fact
Wow.
for y'all. Like,
Very
Gelatin
nice.
Guy's Gelatin Guy's amazing. Like they have so many like fun animations on their streams, and recently it was their birthday.
Oh well, happy
Jiggly anime.
birthday, happy late birthday, Gelatin.
Is this interview about me? Oh,
It's an interview
I
about
look up-
Kira and those she looks up to. Okay, take it as a compliment, Gelatin boy.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to work on some Gel, like an animation. Like that's actually one of the things that I'm currently working on. So a lot of like my current projects involve making song and dance covers.
Oh.
I want to also get back into animation. So one of the biggest things that I've always wanted to do is make a music video, like animate a music
Ah.
video. So that's kind of one of the things that I really want too. So apart from like make VTuber children with my wife Ishi Tanuki, so like
Yes.
like Course and Neen, or like me and Ishi's like biological children.
Children, yes.
like we built them up from the ground up.
Yeah,
so
they,
I'm
they,
really
they were
excited.
born much like Athena was born from Zeus, straight from their brains.
straight from the brain. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. I want to see more animation. I do too, Jill. I wanna animate. Like honestly, if I could choose to, I would just want to make animations of my friends, myself, like like Oswald, VT, and like Heisengard, and like
Yeah.
you banana.
What?
Animate you do.
Me? I don't do anything worth animating.
The
Woo!
fuck
Yeah,
you're
no.
so animated. You're so animated. You're so animated. But yeah, no, that's actually one of the things I was talking about. Kind of how we met, right? I think, or I wanted to talk to you about. It's like I want to be able to like make a game with with animations and stuff like that, and I want Banana to voice a prince.
Yes,
That would be.
a regal prince.
Doesn't Banana
emerges.
sound princely, everybody?
What?
Yeah.
No, couldn't be me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I want to be able to do those animatic things because I really love music. And
Oh yeah.
they're like I could start out with those animatics before I move into actual like music videos. So that's totally something that I could totally do, Death. Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Gelatin, yeah, believe it or not, I'm not actually a prince. Although I have been confused for Prince when I sing. This is what it sounds like when doves cry.
Oh my
That's not
goodness.
true, by the way. I've
Amazing.
never been mistaken for Prince before.
Oh no. I want to be mistaken for Queen. I want
yes.
to have the Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh shit, dude! Can you imagine if we did like a choir of like Bohemian Rhapsody? That would be so cool. You can be like Freddie. Oh my god, please.
Fantasy. Yeah, I'd be super down to do that
I
at
want-
some point.
I want to be like Bismillah, no.
And I want to go like, let him go. Yeah, this is one of the interesting things in like voice acting and whatnot. And you touched on this a little bit when you were talking about your performance as Mabel, how it's just a voice you're really not used to doing. Like she has such an iconic voice, so trying to replicate that is really difficult. I've sort of had the opposite effect in voice acting in the sense that throughout my entire life, I've pretty much had a higher voice. I've been a tenor as long as I could know. So now that I'm getting older and my voice is deepening still, I've been able to dip into deeper, more like gruff characters, go with deeper voices. And it's really weird to explore that part of my voice now. I don't know if you've experienced anything like that before with voice acting. But
I mean,
very strange experience.
Yeah, like I feel like as I age, I feel like my lower registers are more fully bodied. And actually,
Yeah.
one of the things that are often claimed on my streams is actually like something like this, if you may, like for a bit. Ara ara. So that's a popular thing.
Did
On
you
my
hear that,
streams.
chat? Did you hear that? Everyone heard that.
Mhm.
The weebs down the street heard that.
Yeah. The reason so it's going to be like ara ara banana-kun. It's so nice to have you here.
Why, thank you. Kira Cat Coon. Or wait, Chan.
Yeah. or like another or like I have fun with a lot of voice. Another thing that people like to redeem is like,
No, Banana, you baka. Just because I'm in your show or something doesn't mean that it makes me like you anymore. Baka!
maybe something like that. Like like a duality of things.
Absolutely,
that-
yeah. You got to be able to do both. Yeah, that's my normal duality is if like I really want to show people the different things I do. I'll run with Arnold Schwarzenegger and I'll do this for a little while. The ex-governor of California in every action movie you could ever think of. And then like on the flip side, I have like Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. And show them that. Yeah, I have a command specifically in my chat to show the impressions I can do.
Oh, that's a great idea. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I have voice acting.
Excuse me, can you Sean
redemptions,
Connery?
Yeah. Shaken, not stirred. I'll take a martini, if you will, dry.
Oh my god. No. Okay, so there's this one thing that was going around on TikTok and VTuber YouTube that the VTuber Twitter that I want you to do. Okay.
Okay.
So it goes like this. It goes like this. So it says,
It's not always about the ooh. Sometimes it's about the ara ara.
Okay. So what? Like
It's not always about the ooh woo. Sometimes it's about the
Ada. Something like that.
Yeah, eray ne.
Oh, wait, do it as Plankton? It's not about the ooh-woo, it's about the ara-ara, Karen. You don't understand. This is the internet. They want it, Karen. So wait,
But Plankton, we have to do this for the internet.
Karen, you don't understand me.
understand.
You don't even follow me on
No.
Tumblr, Karen. How would you understand?
Well, I don't follow you on Tumblr because I have more important things to do with my life
Yeah, I
than waste it
know.
on Tumblr.
You always remind me. Someone redeemed a scathing insult from Kermit the Frog. So, foolish mortal, this is for you. Kermit the Frog here. So happy to have you here on the stream. You seem to be a glutton for punishment, foolish mortal. I think it's all in your name. You know, you have foolish in your name. So we know what we're getting at least. It's no one can accuse you of false advertisement. So let me get this straight. The things you want to advertise are that you're dumb and you can die. Maybe you should pick a better name next time. All right, have a wonderful night, foolish mortal. Bye. Yay! Then Kermit runs away.
Oh, Kermit, I think that's a little bit off base. You might want to be a little bit nice.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real mom.
I'm not your mom. I'm your wife. Kermit, how could you? Kermit!
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite performances I do on stream. Is I'll do Rainbow Connection as Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy.
That's
Yeah, it's oh Kermit. Most people don't realize that Miss Piggy, I think it was voiced by Frank Oz, who he was one of the he was one of the OG minds behind the Muppets. You had Frank Oz and oh my god, why can't I remember the guy who made them? The guy who made the fucking Muppets. Jim Henson, Jesus, yeah, Jim Henson and Frank Oz, yeah, those two. Yoda does sound like Miss Piggy.
Yoda sounds like Miss.
Where are you, Kermit?
Oh, yeah, Kermit.
Yes. Thank you, Gelatin. Thank you for saving me from my, Jim Henson, Jesus, exactly. But yeah, so, voice acting is definitely something that is very important to me and obviously very important to you, which I think is one of the things we really connected on. So yeah, very, very cool. So, we heard you sing. Is there, now, I don't know about you, but there are definitely some, like, types of music that I enjoy listening to more than singing. Do you have anything like that? Where you're more just like, maybe jazz follows that suit a little, where you just kind of listen casually?
I fucking love jazz, or if not jazz, I'm really into Chemical Romance.
Hey, no, it's okay. It's okay. No judgments here. We all have our guilty pleasures in the music industry, okay?
I had an emo face. We will not talk about
I think we've all had an emo phase. Son, when you grow up.
Grow up, you'll be... Yeah, okay, so the emo was a phase, but My Chemical Romance is eternal.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine that they were going to get back finally after like 10 years or something, and like fucking Corona happened? It's like I just wanted good things in life.
I just wanted to relive my childhood.
Yeah, I actually like I actually do like a Gerard Way impression.
Oh.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city. I mean, I don't exactly sound like him, but he has that.
Yeah,
particular
absolutely.
Sort of like thing,
Yeah,
like,
I found out that wait, Gerard Way, he's the lead singer of MCR, right?
Romance, yes.
Yeah, okay. I can't do him, but I can do the lead singer of Fall Out Boy.
Oh my god! I
yeah.
also like Fall Out Boy. Yes.
Hold on,
yes.
hold on.
Oh my! I just need to tell you, like, I had a big crush on their voice.
Yes, his voice is amazing. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah.
She wants to dance like Uma Thurman, bury me till I confess.
Oh my god! I'm falling in love with you, Bananiel. Okay, do it some more.
Yeah, Patrick Stump. Yeah. He has such a dynamite voice. It took me.
But then also we will never forget the era of Fall Out Boy that was like, should we go now?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nobody. You mean the song nobody knows the lyrics to? We're going down, shooky dooky doo why, shooky doo boogie doo dee dee. No one knows what he was saying, but we all love the song. Cock it and pull it.
That's all anybody understood. Cock it and pull it.
Yeah, it's like It's like listening. I don't know if anyone's listening to the. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Foolish Mortal. You're being so generous tonight. How dare you? But I don't know if anyone's listened to the first Attack on Titan OP. But whenever anyone listens to it, they go na 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 Jaeger, and then just right back to not knowing anything that's being said. And that Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down, is absolutely one of those songs that we have no idea what the words are, but we love it.
Oh my god, can you imagine it? Like, oh man, like, there are honestly so many things that I want to do. I currently I'm like working with a lot of like, I want to make music with my friends. I also do social media content creation.
Yeah, actually, this kind of
and,
leads into a question I was going to ask you. But where do you see your channel in a year? Like, where do you see your content in a year? What sort of things can we expect to see from you?
Yeah, I am currently working with my wife and some of my friends so that we can do some R&D where we can do more with our VTuber models, because like, you know, this mortal coil can only handle so much. Like we wanted to have more expressive models. I want to be able to like dance. Eventually I want to be able to have a full body rig, because you know, I really want to hold like concerts and like have those like 3D spaces that
absolutely
you
yeah. I did a 3D concert for Christmas when I have a 3D model that I used, and I did a full 3D concert, so it can be done for sure.
Yeah, no, I didn't do my own VTuber model. So like my VTuber model is made by my best friend and wife Ishi Tanuki. She can make models from the ground up, and like she customizes. She has game development background. She's also a content creator.
Didn't she also help V-Sen make hers too?
Yeah, she also made Sens. She's also one of the Nuki Gang children.
One of the Nuki kids.
So I wanna be able to like perform more, because honestly, performing really is like
that's
at
the
the
passion.
end of the day when I'm having a bad day. That's what I come back to. My singing, my performing.
You're sort of able to leave behind the worries of the day once you get up on stage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so apart from performing, I'm also actually currently helping produce other VTubers. So I help out my friends. I mean, I wouldn't say like I'm producing. Like I'm helping art direct and produce not only my VTuber children, but some of my friends as well.
Oh, nice.
Like I moderate for Oswald VT, and I help.
Hey, I know that guy. Doesn't he have a library?
Does he have a library? Yeah, he has a bookstore, man. He has a bookstore.
Yes.
Next year. Yeah. Next, I like a JoJo. Next you're going to say, isn't he a demon?
Should I do my Oswald impression? Hello, I'm Oswald.
Oh my god, you have an
VT.
Oswald impression.
Hello
Excuse me.
Yes, Oswald. Hello, everybody. I'm Oswald VT. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to the bookstore. Take a seat. Would you like some tea, dear? Pretty good, eh?
I'm gonna clip that and show that to him.
Yes.
So it's like I also help Heisengard like with like content suggestions. Like they had a big thing happening recently, and we've kind of become like a little team of like collaborative VTubers and stuff that make lots of different things. Like with
that's awesome.
Like a Project Ugly Bastard and
yeah, Project Ugly Bastard is such an anomaly, and I love it.
I love.
I'm not sure what the motivation was behind it, but it can't be coincidence that Sid Snap released that video saying she loved ugly bastards, and then all of a sudden there's an ugly bastard VTuber. I'm like, that cannot be coincidence.
Okay. I need to get Sid Snap on the public Ugly Project Ugly Bastard.
Oh, you absolutely
like,
do. She released one of her most popular videos in the recent time is how much she loves ugly bastard hentai.
Yeah, and then you just kind of have fucking Giguk in the back, like just being one. Actually,
I guess he's an ugly bastard.
I absolutely adore Giguk so much.
Oh, me too.
He's one of my favorite anime
Project Ugly Bastard is a VTuber. So there is a trope in hentai, which is Japanese manga porn, basically. There's a trope in which really ugly guys have sex with the pretty girls, right? Someone created a VTuber that embodies this stereotype. I mean, he wears clothes, so don't worry about that. But yeah, his VTuber model is entirely based on the ugly bastard stereotype.
I mean, yes, he wears clothes, but it's also half off sometimes. You know, I did a doodle.
50% off. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love making art for my honestly, if I could like help my friends make better content, like
Mhm.
that makes me happy. Like actually, one of the things that I actually want to get up to maybe sometime in the future is, I've mentioned this to some of my friends, is I want to make a VTuber convention, like
Oh,
a content creation.
that would be so cool. Yeah.
Like with seminars on like how I could help other like I help people individually, but and I'm trying to think of like how can I help all of these new content creators like that are very young that have never
Are
done
trying
this
to
sort
figure
of
things
thing
out. Yeah, a lot of people like. I think
Yeah.
you and I have the benefit of having a performance background coming into this. A lot of people though,
Exactly.
streaming and this sort of content creation is their first step into performance. And so a lot of those lessons and things that you learn the hard way through live performance, you don't get the opportunity to learn. And imparting that knowledge into the next generation of entertainers is sort of, I don't know, maybe it's pompous to say this, but I feel like it's almost sort of our duty to help the next generation kind of figure things out.
Exactly, and like as somebody that's worked with content creators and as a content creator himself who's worked in games, who makes art, and who's done like marketing and stuff like that and advertising, I feel like I want to be able to kind of like help people kind of like figure out their brand as
Yeah, exactly.
Figure out
what their it factor is.
yeah, because I what I love the most about VTubing is that you can be anything you want, you can do anything you want as a streamer, and
Absolutely.
that could kind of that can be a career, you know. Like there are VTubers, like I wouldn't be surprised if there are VTubers that make coffee. Like there's a VTuber that's an outdoorsman, huntsman type of thing. There are VTubers that focus on like all sorts of different topics.
I think that's what's really special about VTubing. It's such a broad world that anything is available. But on that same token, that can be super overwhelming because then it's like if everything's available, what do I do? And so figuring that out,
like,
you know, that's the first step.
Oh my god, it's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's like the world's big, guys.
Exactly. And what I want new VTubers to understand is that you can be yourself as a VTuber. You can be a sort of different version of yourself, but in general, you don't have to be hyper like me or Banana to be able to be a good VTuber.
Absolutely.
You can be a streamer and a content creator, and you can be chill as fuck. I mean, there are a lot of art streamers I know that barely talk.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then their art speaks for themselves, you know? Or like I have other friends like who have who always tell me like I'm not as hyper as the rest of y'all, so I have like little gimmicks on my channel that make it more interactive. And there are so many ways to approach this.
Yeah,
like,
there's
you can
no
always find your niche.
Yeah, I feel like what's happened, especially in the VTubing community, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, but I feel like a lot of people feel like there is a way that you have to go about doing this. You know, you have to debut in a certain way. You have to do certain things, otherwise you're not a real VTuber. But
No.
all of those things are
No.
societal machinations. They're not actually any rules that are set in stone. You can do whatever you want. If you want to debut by saying, "Hey, fuckers, I'm here now," and that's your entire debut, do it. Like,
Yeah, because
you literally the world is
yeah,
yours for the taking, and there is no specific way you have to tackle this issue. You can do it however you want.
definitely. Like me and Ishii came into like a little bit early on the wave, and we didn't know anything about like debut things like that and fancy stuff, because honestly at the end of the day, like you can be a content creator as long as you make the content. Heck,
Exactly.
I know YouTubers that don't even stream, like they just make videos on YouTube, and that's still valid.
It's still content creation.
Yeah, just make what you like.
Yeah, that's one of the
You
things.
like share yourself with the world.
And
you know?
people like you helped reinforce this and helped actually encourage me. I was very nervous when I got started with VTubing because I felt like there was such this expectation that IRL self can never be mixed with VTubing. You can never do that. It'll break the illusion and no one will watch you. And I was really scared of that when I got started. But people like you, people like Bunny GIF, who do both, y'all really helped show me that there is no one right way to do this. And the people that won't watch you won't watch you, but the people that will watch you will. And those are the people you got to do this stuff for.
There is always someone out there who will enjoy your content. Okay?
Exactly.
You are a niche. There's always someone else. I mean, there may be a few pointers on what you can do to improve your streams.
Yeah.
Like in a performative manner, like, you know, or like have setups, like get better equipment,
or just
get better,
you know,
get better models.
a lot of it comes down to practice in regards to, because I feel like you can have the worst model in the world, but if you have the best personality, people will come.
Personality, exactly. Like for example, Heisengard uses a fucking default model, and like they shine so
Absolutely.
brightly.
It almost makes the personality seem that much more over the top too, because it is a generic, you know, model.
Yeah, I mean, for example, when the VTubing community has grown so vast and
Yes.
so wide. It's become highly competitive. At the end of the day, like everybody's going to have their own shtick. They're going to have similar shticks to each other. But then your own personality and your own community are what are going.
That's
to
what's going to set you apart.
Keep you going.
Yeah.
It's what's going to set you apart. Exactly. And I don't want younger VTubers to be like like people come into this, they spend so much money
Yes.
on making their models. They spend so much money on art and skebs and stuff like that. And it's like, what I want them to know is that if you don't have a lot of money, then you can be purposeful about how you spend making your content.
Exactly.
Like you can have an image, you can have a single image. You can
Yeah,
get PNG to start.
Pappy just said, I know a ton of models that are killer, but dry personalities. It's a snorefest. Yeah, I think Pappy Poobar is a
Yeah.
great example of that. Wonderful model. What a boring streamer, though. Ugh. I'm just kidding. If you haven't checked out Pappy's stuff, Pappy is actually a dynamite content creator. Definitely go check him out. He sings this banana song that I'd never heard before, and like I was like, oh my god, my people. But yeah,
Like, I
Pappy's
always
wonderful.
Push people. I always push people like start streaming before your debut, because
Mm-hmm.
it's like you may be Twitter famous, but then you ain't. It doesn't the platforms.
Well,
don't
beyond that,
exactly
you should absolutely start
translate.
streaming before your debut, because once you debut,
Yeah.
it almost feels like the pressure's on. Because now you are the content creator you told everyone you were going to be now. You are embodying that model. You are being that model. By streaming pre-debut, you're able to start working out some of the kinks before those expectations are thrust upon you. So
Exactly.
absolutely,
And you can figure out what works. Exactly.
exactly. So if you're looking to become a content creator and you're like, oh, I'll wait till my model's done. No, you can start streaming right now. Right, like Konzetsu is a wonderful example of this. Prior to his model reveal, he was using a stock skeleton 3D model for his streams, and that was such a brilliant idea because it got the concept of, out there that he was obviously a skeleton, but it didn't. He didn't need that fancy dancy model to start content creation. And now he's got that fancy dancy model, and it's just made his content that much better. But you can find ways to get started without having everything ready, and I highly recommend it.
And this is kind of why, like it became very controversial, like with what Sen said with Mori's off with heads. It's like there are a lot of people that really want to get into this for the fame and for the fame or the popularity, but at the end of the day, like when all of that fame and popularity is gone, like what it comes down to is your passion.
Mm-hmm.
Your passion in what you want to do and what you want to share with others.
Your channel will go as far as you are willing to take it.
Exactly.
That's what it boils down to. This is definitely, and not just content creation. I'd say pretty much anything that you'd really want to do in life works this way. You will get what you put in. If you put in a lot of time and work, you will get a lot out of it. But if you're not putting in the time and work necessary for it, don't be surprised when you don't yield the results you're looking for. And this is
exactly like what I remember this conversation that we were having the other day with some of my friends, where it's like even Yanners when she started streaming had like paltry views, like and she wasn't even part of the show to begin with, and she just ended up collabing with him so much she got invited to it. So it's like all of the people who are up top started somewhere where you were.
Exactly.
That's something that you can never forget.
Yeah, no one streamed the first time and was like, I am now the biggest streamer in the world. No. That's not how that worked. Everyone pays their dues. Now, that's not to say people don't get lucky breaks, or sometimes they get noticed by someone and they get blasted out and it's able to help, boost that stuff. But you don't get that opportunity unless you start putting in the work. You have to become something that someone wants to shout out. You don't just, I'm streaming now, where's my prize? No, you have to work for it. You got to put some time and effort into it.
You can't just wait for handouts from the universe, like, when opportunity knocks, you have to be ready to take it. And when you're ready to take it, that means that, you have things that you're already doing. Oh man. But yeah, there's so many things that I want, which is why I want to just track back to what I want to do is like, I want to be able to make seminars for VTubers, for beginner content creators, or for different levels of content creation eventually, because it's like, as an artist, like we have conventions like Lightbox Expo that I attended like earlier last year during the pandemic, and or like later last year during the pandemic, and they held it in Discord. They had different halls. They had a lot of big artists talk about different and their different things. So that's kind of what I'm trying to kind of figure out right now. And also holler to anybody who's watching this. Like, please, if you guys want to help other VTubers out, help them like get started on their content creation, and you guys want to do a seminar together, or share what your knowledge base,
Yeah.
like hit me up. Hit me up. Like my socials are everything Kira Kira Cat. Like just twitter.com/Kira Kira Cat.
Yeah,
or, like,
here you go, guys. Exclamation
Yeah.
guest. Oh, thank you. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
all the stuff you can go check out. Her. Please go check out Kira Kira Cat's stuff. She is a absolutely talented and wonderful content creator. I know that if I'm up super late and I'm bored and alone or whatever, I can jump in there and I'll always have a good time. Always super welcoming and super inviting.
Thank you. So yeah, I mean, I think that kind of encompasses what like a lot of
Yeah.
people want to say.
Oh.
I have a question. Who
Yeah,
has a question?
go ahead,
Is this a
Jasper. What you
Q&A
got?
question?
Yeah, and actually, we are approaching that sort of wind down period, so this is perfect. Why is she so heckin' adorable? That's a wonderful question, Jasper. Kira, do you care to answer?
I mean, my mom, I got it from my mama.
Actually,
I
you know
got
what,
it
Jasper?
from my mama.
Here's probably the best answer to that question. Like the best content creators out there, she's very genuine. She even if she's playing a character to an extent with the whole VTubing stuff, there is always an aspect of the true self in there, and that's what separates a content creators from other content creators. When you can see that true self shining through, you know.
Thank you. I mean, technically, my VTuber is just myself. Like I slide between
Yeah,
dimensions. Like that's kind of my.
Me
Yeah, my
too.
design is something
That's literally my
yeah.
lore, so I understand completely.
Yeah, exactly. Same. No, this is kind of why I have mad respects for this VTuber I found recently. His name is Zero Views, and he's an Australian VTuber.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god, I adore his content.
The
I
la-
want
the-
to reach that.
the
level.
last interview I did with
wanna do
Brandon,
some IRL
he actually
Oh my God.
had me raid 0 views. So I was able to check him out. Super cool content and also a really cool model.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know. Like, so I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to cosplay my VTuber IRL
Yeah.
and like do
Okay.
content. and things
Jasper
like
has an
that.
actual question now. When you started VTubing and whatnot, what was the hardest part for you personally?
The hardest part for me personally as a VTuber, I mean, I was fortunate enough to have a loving wife and best friend give me my model as a Christmas present,
Aw.
so that I could do content with her. That's kind of essentially why I became a VTuber. I
Wow.
just want to do content with my wife.
That's
you know,
cool.
I can't do content with my wife if I don't have a VTuber model.
Yeah, for
but
those
then,
that don't, and if you
one of-
weren't here to find that out, Ishi Tanuki is the wife she refers to.
Yeah. Like the hardest part for me personally, are you talking about streaming in general?
Yeah.
I'm having a weird period between where I want to be as a streamer is because it's like I also stream IRL and I also stream as a VTuber, and I know some people put off by that.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, it's like I will always say that I like the people that you want to come to your community will be attracted to your community. There will be people that are like okay with you doing IRL streams and VTubing streams. It's not like a banned thing in the community that you reveal your. Like I
Yeah.
feel like recent times, and also no pressure to those people that don't want to show their face.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like they want.
But on that,
anonymous
you
with
know,
their-
what? I was talking about this not too long ago with some other VTubers. And I know there's this huge thing where people are like, oh yeah, you can't show your face. But I'm glad there are some of us that do. Because I feel like people
Yeah.
often forget there's a real person behind that avatar. And the things you say and do
Exactly.
affect that person. So,
Exactly. And that's kind of what I have taken notice about the Twitter community of VTubers is that yes, you're behind avatar, and yes, you can do whatever you want, but it's also to a certain extent, do remember that your interactions, there's real human beings behind that, that have real emotions and real feelings. Please do be mindful.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Is there another question? I think there was another question.
yeah.
but
What
I-
about VTubing is the most satisfying thing for you?
Oh my gosh. So like honestly, like the community. Like the community is so supportive
Absolutely.
in general. They just like support everybody like without hesitation.
Mhm.
Like if you're new, you need advice.
Yeah, usually
like,
people are very,
are
very
really
welcoming. And like any community, you'll get a bad egg here and there. But for the most part, I'd say actually, it's one of the less toxic communities I've been involved in.
Yeah, I'm actually fortunate that both communities that I've been in, like the Twitch art community and the Twitch VTuber community, have been kind
Yeah.
and have been very gracious. Like honestly, I love streaming. Like I've met amazing people. I get to watch and get to know even though I'm not with them, and I get to see them and their process and
Yeah, 'cause
their communities. Are
realistically
fun, so-
speaking, if VTubing didn't exist, or at least streaming in the capacity it exists now didn't exist, I probably never would have gotten to know you or met you. And now
Exactly,
because of this weird out of the box sudden media style that's popped up, I've met so many people. That's how I met Ishi. Ishi was I started watching some VTubers on Twitch. Ishi was a recommended channel. I was like, oh, she's got a cute model. Let me check this out. And then I got introduced to the whole Ishi crew. You, even Heisen now, Red, Udon. There's tons of people that now are regulars in my stream and whatnot that I've also met, which is just, it's so cool.
Like that's kind of like a special skill that I have. It's connecting people. I guess it's because I saw my mom growing up being a PR person, being a business person, and like connecting all the people, and I just love that. Like I literally go like, hey friend, you and this friend both like that kind of thing, and then like please make friends with each other. That's honestly the best thing that I love to with people, which is kind of why I guess conventions are a thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm very much a social butterfly to a certain extent. So it's like not to a full extent, not even a certain extent, to a full extent.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just like I know that as nerds growing up, we were all lonely, we were all bullied, and I am so glad to live in this time where we are so free to express.
Might I just say, though, kids nowadays are so lucky because when I was younger, liking anime made you weird. Now it's popular.
I know!
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
It's people like us that made it so you can watch anime in the open now.
We walked so that y'all
exactly.
can
Run, we crawled so y'all can run.
Yo, I swear, people have it. Yeah, I mean,
but I'm glad they do. I'm glad they do.
I'm glad them too. It's better this way than it was like back then. I hate gatekeeping. I honestly hate
look,
gatekeeping.
Am I sad that it wasn't as acceptable when I was younger? A little. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be mad at people being happy now. Good for them. I'm really glad that people can enjoy what they like without being judged.
Exactly. And one of the biggest things in my stream is like mental health and sex positivity and LGBTQIA+. And I'm so glad that as VTubers, people can kind of break past borders of like how they are like physically and be able to like express themselves in a way that's more ideal to them, especially for people who are dysphoric or people.
That's actually,
feel like
I don't talk about this much, but that's one of the biggest things with VTubing that's been really nice for me. Growing up, I was bullied a lot for the way I looked. I've always been a heavier guy, and as such, I've been bullied because of that. And coming into the VTubing community and starting to VTube, it was really nice for people that hadn't seen me yet. When they'd come in, I was not being judged for the way I looked or things like that. I was purely being judged on my personality, things I could do, that sort of thing. And I feel like I'm a somewhat decent person, right? But to be able to be viewed without that initial, I looked at you, so I'm going to judge you first. That's a huge benefit and positive in the VTubing community that I am thankful for, and I'm thankful everyone else that has been able to take advantage of that. It's a very positive thing in the community.
It is. It's great, and I love the sport. And it's like we've all come from places that we have insecurities and anxieties. And I like one of the things that happens when I stream. Like one of the things that I love about streaming is that I can somehow provide this safe space for people to just come in and vibe, channel with themselves. Like I literally have people have fucking panic or anxiety attacks in my stream, and we kind of like wind down. And my community is lovely. You guys holler to my community in the constellation, by the way. Like every time this happens, like they kind of sit down and help the viewer out, like when they're having a panic attack. And like mental health is such a big important thing for me,
especially right now.
Especially right now. Like not only like I have had a lot of fucked up things happen in my life, and it's like I just want to be able to remind people that self-care is important, especially to those of you guys who are watching the interview right now. It's been 2 hours. I hope that you are drinking water, that you've eaten,
stay hydrated, stay healthy, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Daddy Dreamer, a weeb is someone who really likes Japanese stuff. It's short for weeaboo. I actually don't know what I personally don't know what the origin is.
It's like otaku, I guess. I'm not sure. I
think a weeaboo specifically. I think it specifically references like Americans that are into Japanese stuff. And otaku is someone in Japan who likes that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Sound the siren. We found our nerds. Wee boo.
Wee boo. Exactly. But yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah. But yeah. Just that I want to reiterate again to new here and who are viewing me right now. My stream is a safe space for people that want to feel free to be themselves. Like as long as you're not a dick, as long as you're not a bad person, like just chill in my streams. Let's just vibe together with each other. Like,
on that same token, though, and I definitely adhere to this. If someone comes into the chat hot doing something they shouldn't, I will just ban you. I don't play around with that. I like to make sure these streams are a place where people can come, relax, and have a good time and take a load off. And if you are inhibiting that goal, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I am very tolerant of a lot of things, but then I will not.
I got hard lines. Yeah.
Yeah, I have hard lines. Like, I will not tolerate bigotry or like a lot of that stuff. So please, like, let's just all be kind to each other. The world itself is already at a very stressful
Look, the
place.
world is full of cruelty and hatred and a bunch of bullshit. And we have the unique opportunity as content creators and, as more importantly, as people, to improve people's lives and put smiles on people's faces. And is that not the reason we do all this at the end of the day?
Exactly. So actually, like, segue into that, like, that's kind of why I came up with my name, like, long ago, like, even before I was a streamer and I was VTubing, like, so I chose Kira Cat because Kira means sparkling in Japanese, and I just want to be that light for people. I just want to be that sparkle of in people's lives. Like, if I like I don't have any big dreams or goals in life per se. It's just that I want to inspire people with my actions and anything that I do and anything that I enjoy to do. And if at the end of the day I've made that one, I've made at least one person smile, then I'm living a good, fulfilling life.
Yeah, that's something I definitely want to preach to everyone. And I definitely was, when I got started, I had my mom and dad watching me. That was my audience. Thank you for the gifts of Foolish Mortal. Much appreciated. But if you have one person watching you, that means a person has decided that with all the things in the world they could do, they have chosen your stream, they have chosen your content to sit down and let them bring them comfort. That's a huge compliment. Like, numbers are important. Don't get me wrong, especially if you're trying to do this professionally. You need numbers. Like, I'm trying to make it to partner, so yeah, I need numbers, obviously, because that's what's necessary. But the numbers aren't what matter to me primarily. If I never made partner, I'd still be happy. It's a goal, but it's not the reason.
Man, that's such a relatable feeling, because it's like I feel comfortable where I am, like, as a small streamer. Like, I want to do more. I want to reach more people.
Yeah.
Certainly. If I could be partner, I could reach more people and inspire more people and help more people out. But I'm so comfy with my small stream community. Like, I can really level with them. I can talk to them. I can get to know them. Like, if you're a big streamer, like, your
it can be harder to do that. Yeah,
it's kind of difficult. Like, I have very mixed feelings about that sort of, because I really went into streaming specifically because I wanted to talk to people, and that's, at the end of the day, like, kind of what makes me happy. If I can make other people happy.
And actually, this is a nice little question here, and I'll sort of segue into it. I know me personally, the vibe I try and have during my streams is I want people to feel like they're coming and hanging out with a friend. That's the vibe I want. So when you're streaming, what sort of vibe do you look for in your streams?
I don't actually come into streams with any particular goal or set in mind. Like, it's very heavily influenced by how I am that day. Like, some days at the start of the week specifically, like, I'm really high energy and, like, energetic. Like, I'll just full disclosure, I am bipolar. I also suffer from PTSD, so I'm very prone to mood swings or, like, energy dips. So at the start of the week, I'm very, like, high energy, like, go, and at the end of the week, like, towards, like, Friday or something, I'm very mellow, I'm very chill, and then I have karaoke night where I'm hyper again. So it's kind of like a thing, like, I kind of turn with the tide of things.
That makes sense.
Like, I also think about, like, maybe I need to be more upbeat and energetic consistently, but sometimes I'm just not like that, and I just want people to see me be vulnerable in that manner. Like,
and I think that's a very very good point. If you are having days in which you may, maybe you're not as high energy or you're just not feeling it. One, if you're gonna stream, be you. Don't force yourself to be something you're not feeling, because that's the kind of thing that'll drive you crazy. But
Yeah, like if you're really feeling bad, don't force yourself to stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. Don't feel like you have to stream. I have a rule. There are days where I'll have a scheduled stream and I'll just be like, you know what? I'm just absolutely not feeling it today, and I'd be doing my stream a disservice, and I'd be doing myself a disservice if I did stream. And if I don't do a stream, like a scheduled stream, I will not do an after-hours stream. I will not stream at all during that day, because I'm clearly not in the right headspace to do that. And I'll take the whole day off.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with doing that. Please value your own sanity.
I'm so like what I really want to tell new streamers and new VTubers that you have to take like a month off. If you have to take like 2 weeks off, then please do.
What you gotta
like
do.
Your mental health is so important. Yeah, because like for example, last year I was so worried that I ended up in the hospital. I almost fucking died. Like, full disclosure, I almost died of sepsis because I had a really nasty infection, and I was out of commission for like 2 weeks, and so that's why I have a giant jug of water with me, always drinking water. And my community came to help me with my hospital bills. It was a very, very, I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
And also they understood and they were kind to me that I wasn't be able to stream for like 2 weeks or almost like a month or something. And my month was off, and that was coming from a very productive month of streaming as well. So like, don't be afraid to take breaks. Your community will be there for you. Your friends will be there for you to support you.
The people that understand you're a person will understand.
Yeah, because it's like so who cares if your numbers will trickle down, right? It's what's most important at the end of the day is that, you know, you yourself are okay. That's the most important part. You know?
And if you start noticing that streaming's no longer something you're enjoying, that means something's off, and you need to take a step back and reevaluate.
Exactly.
Jasper, you can never hunt me down. I'll destroy you, you little cowboy.
Yeah. Deathy was there. Deathy was like, yeah, I could barely stream for a month. Like, it was a very rough time for me. So like, you know, as a streamer, I get that you want numbers. I get that you want consistent growth. But always remember that you can get those numbers back.
Exactly.
It's not a dead end, you know, type of a thing. It's very fluctuating.
That's actually a fighting game guy that I watch a lot. His name is the Main Man Swee, but he was talking about game ranks, and he got demoted in the game he was playing, and he's like, no, I'm not mad about getting demoted, because if I got to that rank before, I can get to that rank again. And that's exactly what streaming's like. Yeah, you might lose some followers here and there, and, you know, if you take a long enough break, your numbers might dwindle, but if you got them once, you can get them again.
Exactly. And, you know, like, being able to take a break, reevaluate yourself, rebrand or something, could be a good opportunity for you to, like, you know, improve. Hello, Finn. Hi. Hello. So yeah, I know some people, for example, you know, like, there could be reasons in your real life why you can't stream. Like, you have to move, you have no internet. Like for example, my wife Ishi Tanuki couldn't stream for a bunch of months, and that's kind of how she ended up becoming a VTuber mama, or learning to like model and also rebrand her streams to improve it to a place where she likes it better, improve her lore. There's always something that you can do for your stream while you're off stream. Okay, so just because you're not streaming, that you're not making content.
Thank you for the hydrate redemption, foolish
content. Thank you. I will take some more. So yes. Like, I just love that we're having a heart-to-heart on this topic, because I feel like it's something that
this is a topic that I feel like VTubers and content creators in general are very afraid to talk about, because I don't know, I feel like people think that they can't show the human side of things, but you know, I'm about to pull the cover off of the entire VTubing community. None of them are actually anime people. They're all real people. Just to let you guys know, okay? I know, it's a shock. I'm so sorry.
They're not AI?
I'm so sorry I destroyed the illusion. I know. We're all actually real people. Holy cow.
I am bereft that you have just said or stated that I have a meat body behind this.
I know, right? It's insane. And you know what? Even the content creators that don't ever talk about their real selves are also real people.
Whoa.
Yeah. So like,
but yeah, no,
treat them like real people.
Yeah, please respect others, but also firstly respect yourself. You know,
yes,
you are your own best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You can only do so much until you give out, and that's why it's like important to be able to take care of yourselves. Like there's so many things that could go wrong, like carpal tunnel, fatigue, burnout. It's always something like that. And when you experience burnout, going to be very difficult for you to keep going. So you have to be like, what we want is like what I want for the VTuber community: sustainable content creation.
Yes.
Sustainable streaming. Sustainable
Yes.
Sustainability, guys. Okay?
Infinite energy,
Hashtag-
guys. We're looking for infinite energy here.
No, not infinite energy. Like, no, like have breaks.
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
breaks.
Don't, like when
One of the
when I first started
Man.
streaming, I streamed every single day, and like
Yeah,
like
you
for
don't
like
have
2
to.
months, and I was running myself completely ragged, and I was singing every day. That was back in the Twitch Sings days when I first got started, and I was just a regular old cam streamer. I was doing
Mm-hmm.
Twitch Sings every single day, and I melted
Jesus
my
Christ.
I melted my brain and voice doing that. Granted, I actually improved my singing significantly because I did that, but
Oh, that's true.
like very very did I hear 24-hour streams every other day? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, basically.
No, I hate. Okay, guys, I get it. 24-hour streams are a thing. If you want to do them, you can do them if you want to. But I don't want people to feel pressure that every single special event they have is going to be a 24-hour or a 12-hour stream. Not everybody has that energy. When I started streaming, shit, I cap it at 3 hours.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. Everybody has different levels of energy. And if you stream 12, 24 hours, remember to take damn breaks. You know, you have to be
I
able to-
did I did a
That's
24-hour
cool.
stream for my 26th birthday. Just in January, this past January. I was out of commission for about a week after that. I'm not the spring
Exactly.
chicken I once was, and it takes a shit ton out of you. That's why
Exactly.
I'm planning 1,000 follower stream that's going to be 12 hours, which is very doable for me. Like as far if I'm going to do a long stream, that's pretty much the maximum amount of time I will do. Hey Sib, thanks for popping in and hosting, much appreciated.
Say yes, Saiba. Thank you so much, Saiba, for being here. Love you. Shout out to my mod, Saiba Trambaga. That's also appreciate your moderators.
Yes.
Love your moderators. Just because they volunteer for you or or things doing a
Well,
lot of hard work, please, they are the backbone of your streams. Please
My
love
my
your
moderators are my mom and dad, so I can't help but appreciate them.
But yeah, no, it's like, oh my god, dude, there are so, as a content creator, as somebody that's content creators outside of the VTuber community, I feel like there are so many negative stereotypes being propagated by the VTuber community that are so unhealthy. Please eat properly. Please
Yes, sleep. Yeah,
Please.
sleep
Oh my God.
properly, eat properly. Please stay hydrated. Honestly, here's the funny thing. I have a hydrate redeem on my channel just because I feel like I don't know, people like to think that they're helping out, but I hydrate plenty whether you guys do that or not. In a given stream, I drink about 64 ounces of water minimum. Just because I'm talking a lot.
Yeah,
and,
I
gotta stay hydrated.
I have a 2.5 liter bottle
Yeah.
like with me at the
Thank you for the
Holy
posture
shit,
check. I see. There's one of the other things you can invest in, and here are things to think about. I recently invested in a brand new desk, and it's one of those desks that can stand up too. I'm standing right now. I'm not sitting, because my back would be broken if I did that. So yeah, and
Oh,
think about those things.
bless.
I
Yeah,
only drink
think
soda.
about the
Ew.
things that's
No,
not-
Stank. Don't do
Yeah,
that. You'll die.
It's not only about like the fucking mad ass fucking PC setups, Like, think about it. Get an ergonomic chair. Fuck your
Yes.
gaming chairs. I'm gonna say it now. Fuck
Gaming
your
chairs
gaming
suck.
chairs.
They're so not
Gaming chairs
supportive.
are terrible
Hey,
for
Minima.
you. Bad lumbar
And
support.
Minima is another one of those content creators who I met through the Ishii crew.
Oh, hi. Yeah, Minima Laifu is like one of my closest streaming friends. Like, I look up to her, and she recently made partner. Congratulations.
Yes,
And,
I saw that. Congrats, Minima. It's so
yeah.
awesome.
Oh my god.
I look
Yeah,
down
so-
on
so-
Minima, but only because she's short.
You fucker. Oh my god. But yeah, no. Get a proper goddamn chair. You spend most of your time as a streamer on your goddamn chair. Invest in your
Exactly.
goddamn chair, people, please.
Thank you for the gifted
Oh
sub,
my
Foolish.
goodness. Holy shit. Ergonomics is
Yes.
that's kind of I
Please
wanna
take care
teach
of your
people.
back and body, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh, look at my secret lab chair with the leather. Do you know what happens to leather, especially in like heated climates like the Philippines? It gives way, and like in like a couple of months or maybe a year, your leather is gonna break down, and it's
Mhm.
going to be expensive to fixing the upholstery of that, and it's hot and it's not practical. Oh my god, I love like one of the first things I got to buy from my Twitch payout because of kind souls was an ergonomic chair,
Mhm.
and I love it to death. It helped me with my bad back problem. I used to sit in like a plastic ass chair,
Oh, jeez.
like those
Yeah.
those ergonomic chairs. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, I got to invest in a new chair myself. So the chair I have, for those of you that don't know, I actually got like super fucking fat. I got it to like 334 pounds, and it was really bad. I felt awful, and it was not a good feeling. Since then, I've dropped down to about 275, which means I no longer need fat boy chair. I can get a less fat boy chair. That's better for me now. But
actually, even if you were fat, like I don't want to fat shame or anything. Some people have like health complications like that make them heavy set. But like ergonomic chairs can accommodate way more weight than gaming chairs do.
Yeah.
Like,
Gaming chairs suck. I don't like gaming chairs. Don't get a gaming chair. They're a scam.
They're a scam. Like, and actually, gaming anything. Like when it comes to equipment, gaming anything, like gaming microphone. Fuck that. I had a Razer Sire.
Yeah, actually,
I'm never gonna be sponsored by Razer ever because it's like I don't like phones, dude.
Hey, Star, good to see you.
Oh my god, yeah. No, whenever people like one of my gripes about like beginner streamers is like they will get a Blue Yeti, and I'm like, oh my god.
And it's like, okay, look, Blue Yetis are not bad mics, but they're not for this type of audio capture. They're for like room capture.
Yeah. Then also it's like Blue Yetis are you can get better value for money with a lot of other.
Yeah, actually, I recently picked up a mic. I did some research and I ended up picking up a basically a stage performance mic. And that's what I'm using right now. Yeah, it's really convenient, especially for VTubers out there, because you have to have your mouth visible so things can pick it up. Highly recommend getting this kind of mic.
Yeah, is it a Shure microphone?
Where's I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, no. I recently got an upgrade as well. As
Yes.
like I got a. Some of my voice acting jobs actually paid for a mixer. I have a red Scarlett Solo or something, Scarlett Solo, a 3rd generation. And then I also bless you, Aika. Thank you so much, Aika. I got her secondhand AT2035. So this is actually my first XLR microphone. For a long time. Yeah, since 2013, I've like for the Gravity Falls fan animation, I had been using a Samsung CO1U, which is great.
Yeah, that's a USB mic, right?
Yeah, it's a USB mic, which was pretty good for its price.
Absolutely.
But for what I need to do, like since I'm trying to venture more professionally into voice acting, is they would always prefer
gotta have an XLR. Yeah. I picked up an AT2020 and then a Steinberg 242 mixer that I picked that up when I got serious about voice acting when I was like 19, 20 years old. And then since then I picked up a few mics here and there, but I still use my AT2020 when it comes to recording. It is a reliable mic.
Yeah. AT2020 is a solid microphone. Actually, it's such a solid microphone, and streams have boosted so much that you can't even find it in the Philippines anymore. It's so hard to find an AT2020. Oh my god, yo.
Solid mic, though.
I'm just no. Don't get me wrong. USB microphones are good.
Yeah,
like
they're great for starting out. Like, look, you only really need an XLR microphone if you plan on like singing a bunch. It's smart to get one just because the audio capture will be a lot better. Or if you plan on doing like professional stuff with your voice acting, singing, that sort of thing. Yes, you need a professional mic.
Otherwise, there's so many affordable USB microphones on the market,
and that are more than good enough for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I know that people like keep advertising Blue, but there's so many other more affordable.
Yeah.
Like they have the BM500s. I think are also available in America for like $40.
See, and there is another thing that would be great for a VTubing convention. You know, equipment, where to get it, what to get for what you need.
What I would like to talk about in a VTuber convention, basics on streaming, VTuber like streaming and VTuber etiquette. That's something that's important. Also like equipment and stuff like that, or like software and tech and stuff, and then like doing art, talking about like getting models.
Yeah, one of the things I plan on doing, and actually I haven't announced this yet, but next week on Wednesday, because my interview show is bi-monthly, so I won't be doing it next week. But hey Sky, thank you for the raid.
Hi Sky, thank you for the raid. Hi.
But next week on Wednesday, I'm going to be doing the first installment of Singing 101 with the Bananiel. So if VTubers are interested in learning how to sing, I'll be teaching you the basics of how to get started.
Definitely, I'll definitely send them your way. That's beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much for giving people like the chance to learn voice and vocal.
Exactly. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
I have to sing for Sky and their crew, so There we go.
Should I sing
guys.
for them too after?
Yeah, if
Should
you'd
I
like to.
sing-
Yeah, grab a song. We'll do it. And actually, you know what, guys? I am looking at the time, and it is looking like it's about that time for us to start wrapping up. So why don't we end things with a bang and sing them a song? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good.
So I'll start things off with La Donne Mobile, a wonderful little opera piece. Here we go, guys.
Let's go.
Thank you for the raid, Sky. This song is for you and yours. La donne mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta di accento e di pensiero, sempre un immobile, le guiadro viso, in pianto e riso e menzognero. La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, muta di accento e di pensier. E di pensier. E di pensier. Number 1. Second verse, not the same as the first. Let's bring this song home in epic fashion, shall we? E sempre misero, ci le s'affida, ci le confida, mal cauto e chiorre, per mai non sentasi, felice a pieno, ci su che seno, non liba morre, la donna immobil, qual piuma al vento, muta di accento e di pensier. E di pensier. E di pensier. Thank you. Hey, thanks for the follow, Meta Cerberus. Welcome to the Banana Bunch.
Thank you. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So if I'm going to do a song, if I'm going to send this out with a fucking bang, what song would chat like me to do? I do a lot of like music theater, Disney, and anime songs. Maybe we could do something pretty big. Like I was thinking like what would you like me to do? So I don't know. Ben,
why don't we do something Disney? That might be nice.
Oh yeah, we could do something Disney. That was because
Yes.
either that or I was gonna bring out Burn from Hamilton, but that's kind of like a low, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe-
Thank you for
maybe
the
we can
follow,
do-
Medicaffeinated. Yeah, we're getting okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite Disney song? Yeah, what's your favorite Disney movie / soundtrack?
Oh man, like recently, like I've been singing a lot of Frozen because like
Ooh, okay,
fucking
okay.
love Frozen and like my fucking stream. So it's either you want me to sing For the First Time in Forever,
Ooh.
Into the Unknown, or Let It Go.
I'm feeling For the First Time in Forever. And yes, lol, this will be available on YouTube. The VOD for this will be available on YouTube tomorrow. Because of affiliate agreement stuff, I can't actually like multi-stream or anything, and I have to let the content be Twitch specific for 24 hours, so you will see it tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, so For the First Time in Forever, don't forget to stream your screen so they can hear the music and whatnot.
Yes, it's a streaming.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm just stupid.
Yes.
Never mind. We're good.
There you go.
All right, guys, here we go.
The window is open, so's that door. I didn't know they did that. Play. For years I roamed empty halls. Why have a ballroom with no balls? Finally they're opening up the gate. There'll be actual real life people. It'll be totally strange. But wow, am I so ready for this change? For the first time in forever, there'll be music, there'll be life. For the first time in forever, I'll be dancing through the night. Don't know if I'm elated or gassy, but I'm somewhere in that zone. 'Cause for the first time in forever, I won't be alone. wait to meet everyone. What if I meet the one? Tonight, imagine me gown and all, touchingly draped against the wall, a picture of sophisticated grace. I suddenly see him standing there, a beautiful stranger, tall and fair. I want to stuff some chocolate in my face. But then we laugh and talk all evening, which is totally bizarre. Nothing like the life I've led so far. For the first time in forever, there'll be magic, there'll be fun. For the first time in forever, I could be noticed by someone. And I know it's totally crazy to dream I'd find romance, but for the first time in forever, at least I've got a chance. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the good girl you always have to be. Conceal, don't feel, put on a show. Make one wrong move, everyone will. It's only for today, it's agony awaits. Tell the guards to open up the gate, the gate. For the first time in forever, I'm getting what I'm dreaming of. A chance to change my lonely world, a chance to find true love. And I know it all ends tomorrow, so it has to be today. 'Cause for the first time in forever, for the first time in forever, nothing's in my way.
Oh, I think her internet just cut out. Here. Oh, okay.
Oh man, I actually, yeah.
I think internet just cut out for a second there. Are you good?
I'm so sad. What an ending.
That was yeah. It died like right at you disappeared and the music stopped. I was like, oh.
Si matane.
It's
Man,
okay. It
like-
was still get Thanos. Yeah, someone snapped and the internet went down. Close enough. That was splendid though.
Did I make the big note?
Yeah, you did. You hit the big note and then it cut out mid big note.
I was so powerful. Like my voice
Yeah,
snapped
the internet could
screen.
not take
Oh,
it exactly like Lexos. Oh, hey, Licorice, good to see you.
Hi guys. Hi, hello guys.
Thank
It
you for
was-
the sub,
it was-
Sassy Bassy.
It was so good. The internet died for a
Yeah.
second. Your voice, the internet. Oh, God.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in today. I don't know about
Thank
you,
you.
but I had an absolute blast.
That was so fun. Thank you so much.
So I definitely want to thank my guest today, Kira Cat, an absolutely splendid interview. I think we learned a lot. I think we went over a lot, and it was absolutely splendid. If you haven't already thank you for the follow Licorice streams. If you haven't already dropped Kira a follow, if you use the command !guest in chat, you can get all of her stuff. Please consider going to check her out. She is a wonderful content creator, an absolutely awesome individual, an inspiration in the community. I'd even be so bold as to say. Oh my God!
Excuse me, so hype train?
Yeah, we got a hype train.
Yeah, can I just plug really quickly?
Yes,
again with my
plug.
intro? Like,
Yeah, do your thing.
Right. So hi, my name is Kira Cat, and I'm an illustrator and animator for games and content creators for 7 years now. I'm also part of the idol group called Seishun Kakame, 100% Maho Shoujo, part-time VTuber, and real-life idol girl from the Philippines. Yo. I like to talk about anime and art and games and all sorts of nerdy things and anything under the sun. So please do drop by my streams. I stream from Mondays to Fridays at 6 p.m. Philippine time, Hong Kong, GMT +8, or 6 a.m. EST, and I'm also actually frequently doing karaoke streams on Friday my time, which is tomorrow. So if you guys want to see me sing some more, you can check me out tomorrow at 6 p.m. And also, I will be streaming later actually at the same time. So please do check me out if you guys are still going to be awake. Then, if you guys from Europe or something like that, if you guys can't sleep, please do check it out. We'd love to have you there at the stream itself. So thank you so much again,
Absolutely.
guys. Thank you.
Okay. So here's the deal. First of all, thank you for the gifts of Ven Bright, and thank you for following, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you for the bits, y'all. Thank you for the gift subs. And so the way I'm gonna end this show, what I've decided I'm gonna do from now on is whoever my guest is, I will allow them to choose where we guide the raid. So while you are figuring out who we're gonna raid, I'm gonna sing the Hype Train song.
What is the? Excuse me.
I have a Hype Train song. Yeah, exactly.
What is a Hype Train song? Excuse me.
You'll see. So you figure out who we're gonna raid. I'll sing the Hype Train song. Here we go, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there is a Hype Train, which means we sing the Hype Train song. Be prepared to rock! Woo! A little crazy train, because this Hype Train is crazy. That's right, guys. You come here, you can get opera, you can get rap, and you can get rock and roll. I'm the human jukebox, baby. Let's get this. Thanks for the bits, guys. Crazy, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate. The mental wounds not healing, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a hype train. I'm going off the rails on a hype train. Let's go. If you ain't bobbing your head, you ain't doing it right, y'all. I've listened to preachers. I've listened to fools. I've watched all the dropouts who make their own rules. One person conditioned to rule and control. The media sells it, and you live the role. The mental wounds still screaming, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a hype train. I'm going off the rails on a hype train. Thank you so much, guys. This is awesome. Woo! I know that things are going wrong for me. You've gotta listen to my words. Yeah! Thank you so much for the generosity so far, guys. We've got gifted subs, we've got bits. Why are you all so nice to me? After this face-melting guitar solo, we shall bring this song to a close. So buckle up, guys. We're almost there. The train, choo-choo, is almost pulling into station. Bet you guys didn't know I was a guitar. Fun fact. All right, guys. Here we go. Wow, wow. As of a Cold War, that's what we've become. Inheriting troubles, I'm mentally numb. Crazy, I just don't care. I'm living with something I don't want to share. Her mental wounds not healing, driving me insane. I'm going off the rails on a hype train. I'm going off the rails on a hype train. Oh yeah. Thank you for your generosity. Hype train success. Woo!
Hype, 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 hype!
Thank you for the gifted sub. Hey, Venbright, welcome to the Banana Fam. Happy to have you here. All right,
So
guys.
nice to see
So,
you, hon. My fiance, guys.
You know
my
what,
fiance.
guys? Last time I did this interview thing, right? I actually, someone redeemed a rap for Randon. I don't need anyone to redeem a rap for Kira. I'm just gonna do it since we still got a hype train going.
Oh, I love you. Go, go, go.
Here we go. This is a rap for you, Kira Cat, my guest on my show. Yo, everybody listen closely. This rap is about a very cool cat. Quite literally. Buckle up. It's about to be a bumpy ride. Thank you for being my esteemed guest. You're so damn cool, better than the rest. Kira Cat, with all the content that you make, it makes me feel like I'm kind of fake, cause you got so much talent. You're an artist at heart. You're the kind of person that I wanna be a part of, because you're so damn amazing. Everything you do makes me feel so crazy, so amazing, so damn cool. You'd have to be a complete fool to not enjoy the stuff that she makes and does. So stick around, cause there's more, cause what more can I say about this wonderful cat? They are so damn amazing, that is a fact. It's inarguable. This ain't a point I'll budge on. So come on, guys, bring it on. I will defeat you if you say a bad thing about Kira Cat. Man, I love to hear her sing. Last thing I'll say is she really makes my day. Every time that I hear her, I can't help but pray. I pray to God and say thank you so much for allowing me to hear this wonderful cat. Peace.
Yo, Fog. I love it. Thank you. Oh, man, that's amazing.
You tried
That
rapping
is
on
amazing.
stream, Ishi? Wait, did you clip it? I'm gonna watch that someday. That's wonderful. Ishi, you're ready to be part of Hamilton. Wonderful. So, yeah, guys, I want to thank Kira Cat one more time for saying yes to being on my show. I'm just a foolish banana, so to have someone so cool say yes, can't help but have a warm heart about the whole thing.
Aw, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored. That being said, did you have the opportunity to figure out who exactly we're going to be rating?
I will be rating like a new that I met,
Ooh.
and we got really deep heart-to-heart talk about like what we wanted to help the VTuber community with, and it's kind of how I kind of ended up finding out like maybe I want to be able to make a convention. Their name is LeoRail_VT. They are a CEO VTuber, CEO in the morning, and a catboy playing Valorant or scavengers are actually. So yeah, you can check them out here.
Leo
Here's
Ray
the link.
_VT. Okay.
Yes,
All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that command. Oh wait, I messed it up, didn't I? It's Rail. I'm just stupid. Sorry, guys. My brain is small and not very smart. Leo. Wow. LeoReil.
They're a cool chill cat.
All right, guys. With that being said, we will be rating. Did I fuck it up again? What is wrong with me? I'm awful at rating people.
Thank you for the hype train. Thank you. It's okay.
All right. First of why does it keep doing that? /raid.
Thank you for the follow.
LeoRail_VT. Thank you. I did it. I did it. Okay.
You did it.
Ladies and
I'm
gentlemen,
so
thank you
proud
so
of
much for the hype
you.
train. Thank you so much for being here for this interview. I am so damn proud of all of you and absolutely proud of Kira Cat. She's so awesome. So that being said,
You're so
guys,
sweet. Yeah.
I'm looking at the time, and it's looking like it's about that time. I'll be signing off for the night, so I'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for everything. I'm the Bananiel, and as my name might suggest, I got a split. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and enjoy the raid.
Bye. See you later.
And we are raided.
Oh, you didn't have a raid message for him.
They know. They'll say it.
there's